fine. And Brooke has played a tough schedule, and I think it's going to help them out down the road.
As the national anthem rings out here at the Knights Baseball Complex, let's go over the keys to the game for the Bruins of Brooke. 9-8 head coach Doug Costain says, got to have timely hitting, and you got to play clean baseball. For Brian Perkins and the Toronto Red Knights, it's have a smart plate approach and play with energy. We'll talk a lot about Coach Perk as well, achieving his 400th career victory last week as the head coach of the Red Knights. Our pitching matchup today is a pretty darn good one for the Red Knights of Toronto. Again, the pitching matchup today presented by Laudamus Communications. Dominic Boucher, the Northwestern recruit, a 2-1 record with a 1.24 ERA, 30 strikeouts, and 12 walks in 17 innings of work. He will be opposed on the bump by the Bruins of Brooke and Peyton Topher, 2-0 with a .91 ERA in 15 1/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts to 10 walks. Again, our pitching matchup this afternoon presented by Laudamus Communications. Sunny and 60 degrees here in the Gem City, set for a good one. Two very talented pitchers on the mound. When we come back, we'll set the stage for pitch number one here in Toronto. It's the Red Knights. It's the Bruins of Brooke. It's WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam Baseball on Fox 9.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
I'm Deepak Huda. I am from originally India. I am director of the Structural Heart Program as well as Cardiac Cath Lab at Wheeling Hospital. Our main clinic is obviously here at Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine. We also have satellite clinics, we call it, the Upper the Highlands. Then we have clinic at the Wheeling Clinic, which is in downtown Wheeling, and Martins Ferry. And then we also have clinic at St. Clairsville. So we try to go where the patients are or to make it most convenient for them.
Hi, I'm G&L Reed Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh no! Rheem's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Rheem, you're getting top quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
Interstate Waste Services is proud to celebrate Earth Day with our Ohio Valley community. We can all celebrate Earth Day every day by remembering to recycle, reduce, and reuse.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
Welcome back to the Red Knights Baseball Complex, everybody. WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam Baseball is on the air from the Gem City. 12-1 Toronto. There we go. I can speak. Against 9-8 Brooke. The Red Knights, the home team, the Bruins, the visiting team. We'll go over the starting lineup for the Bruins and the defensive alignment for the Red Knights in a moment. Dominic Boucher on the hill for Toronto. Rich Donnelly, the Central Michigan commit, has had a very illustrious high school baseball career. He's going to play Division I ball.
Yeah, really good athlete. You know, he had committed to Northwestern. They had some trouble there, so he decommitted and went to Central Michigan. But I know as a football player, he was a great back for Toronto. And like you say, they have about 3 or 4 really good athletes here on this team that can pitch and play position.
Caden McGrath behind the dish at first base. It's Blake Close. The second baseman for Toronto, Michael Henry. The shortstop for the Red Knights, it is Cole Barkas, and the third baseman is Russ Dickinson. The outfield, Drake Boucher, the younger brother of Dom, the center fielder, Nolan Dickinson, and Aiden Philby in right field. Anthony Baczynski will lead it off for the Bruins. Owen Petrella bats second, plays first base. Raymond DeFranco will play shortstop and bat third. Cleaning it up, Braylon Sperringer in center field. Garrett Hornick, Peyton Topher, Gavin Moore, Henry Anderson, and Hunter Mazingo round out the lineup for the Bruins. The first pitch swung on and missed by Baczynski at 5:05. 60 degrees here in the Gem City. Some clouds, but not too many. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day for baseball. Boucher's 0-1 off-speed pitch. Caught Baczynski swinging as well. Quickly ahead is Boucher at 0-2. Baczynski, the left fielder, another multi-sport athlete for Brooke, a football player as well. 0-2 swung on and missed, and quick work for Dom Boucher. A strikeout for him. His 31st strikeout of the season. Out number 1 is a Wintersville Trophy Shop punch-out.
Yeah, great background here for the hitters. You see the trees are starting to come in now, and it's really nice. You can pick up that ball, nice and white coming in.
First pitch high and outside to Owen Petrella, 293, 4 runs batted in this season for him. Boucher winding and coming home. This one fouled back, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooke on the season 9-8, 8th in OVAC 5A. The last game they had was a 20-8 win on Saturday against Union local Peyton Topher, the starting pitcher in that one. 3 runs batted in, 2-1 now to Petrella.
Jack, they've had about 4 games where it could have went either way, so they could very easily be like 13-7, something like that. So they're a really good team.
That one inside as well, but called a strike, 2-2. And that one low.
The thing I like about Boucher, he gets the ball, goes to rubber, and he pitches. He doesn't walk around, waste 15 minutes getting ready to pitch.
Payoff pitch is up and outside for ball 4, and that's a 1-out base runner for the Bruins. Pickoff back over to first base, and safely in there is Petrella. In now, Raymond DeFranco, a .424 batting average, the senior shortstop. Boucher working from the stretch, and he goes back over. This lineup for Brooke, very senior heavy. 8 of the 9 in the batting order, seniors for Doug Costain, 1 junior. Much like the football team for the Bruins, these guys led by their upperclassmen.
Yeah, they usually, being senior led, they usually put the ball in play.
And they do there over top of the glove of the first baseman close, and that is a base hit for Raymond DeFranco. Petrella will stop at second base, and the Bruins bring Braylon Sperringer to the dish with first and second and 1 away.
Yeah, that could have very easily been a double play. Close just misjudged it, I thought, a little bit. It wasn't hit that hard. But first and second now for the Bruins and a chance to get on the board.
And now Braylon Sperringer, 277 at the dish this season. 3 extra base hits, 6 runs batted in. Quarterback of the football team as well. Pitch missing high, 1 ball and no strikes.
What you have in this game, you probably have 2 teams that you probably have more multi-sport athletes than any 2 other teams in the Valley. I mean, all these kids play 3 sports, 4 sports sometimes.
Pick back over to second almost in time. A good throw from Boucher, but Petrella sliding back in safely.
That's the old inside move. That'll work when the runner runs. If you get him to run, you can get him every time.
Dom Boucher, a talented running back, as you said, and you're talking about these kids playing multiple sports. 1-0 running almost inside and hitting Sperringer. Oh, it did get him. So that'll load the bases. Perhaps catching the inside of the jersey. So 2 free passes and a base hit for the Bruins in the top half of inning number 1. Bases juiced for the 5-hitter Garrett Hornick.
Infielders in the middle playing a double play depth. They're playing in on the corner. So, hard ground ball should be a double play if they can get it.
Boucher's first pitch is hit and into right field for a base hit. This could score 2. Petrella in. Rounding third is DeFranco, and he is safe as well. Throw back at second, the runner out. Braylon Sperringer caught at second base. So they do get an out, but Brooks scores 2 runs. The Bruins jump out to an early lead.
Yeah, for the Bruins, there's a nice hit and everything, but as a base runner, you don't want to get thrown out and stop the inning when you have a rally going and you're hitting the ball and scoring runs. the last thing you want to do is make an out like that. That wasn't even an aggressive out. He rounded the base. He didn't know where the ball was. Toronto did a great job of cutting the ball off and getting the out at second. Big out.
2 RBI for Hornick, 7 and 8 for him now this season as the Bruins lead 2-0. Peyton Topher, this is a pitcher versus pitcher matchup at the dish. They appeal to the umpire in the field on the check swing. No go, 1 ball and no strikes. Dom Boucher, quick work of Anthony Baczynski to start the game. A strikeout on 3 pitches, all swinging. And he's trying to find the groove again after giving up 2 runs. That one catches the outer third.
Yeah, that play by Toronto, it might go unnoticed now, but later on, they could have had first and second here with 1 out and still had Boucher on the ropes. But they got a big out because they hit the cutoff man with the throw.
1-1, missing just barely on the outer third. 2-1 a hitter's count now for Hornick. 205 this season, 6 runs batted in with a double. That was Hornick's numbers. I apologize. Topher 208 with 4 doubles and 10 RBI, and that one running inside doesn't hit him, but it's behind home plate, and it allows Hornick to move up to second base on the pass ball. So another runner in scoring position with 2 away. 3-1 now for Topher.
A lot of these good pitchers, Jackie, it's best to get them early because once they get in the groove, like once they get by the second or third inning, they start rolling. It's hard to get them, but you have to get them early, and that's what the Bruins have done so far.
And ball 4 outside to Topher, so it's first and second now for the Bruins, who lead it by 2.
And they're making Dom get his pitch count up.
Yep.
Up around 25, 30. And that's what you do with good pitchers. Try to get their pitch count up around, 60 or 70 about a third or fourth inning, and then pretty soon they lose their effectiveness, so where you got to take them out.
Still struggling with command is Boucher, up and out for ball 1 to Gavin Moore. Struggling at the plate this season, 1 for 13, but the senior right fielder, 10 runs scored in the Bruins' 17 games this year. 1-0, missing low, 2 balls and no strikes to the senior outfielder. Owen Petrella singled and scored. Raymond DeFranco, or walked and scored rather. Raymond DeFranco singled and scored. Garrett Hornick, who stands on second, drove them both in. 2-0 Bruins. 2-0 chopped. Will it stay in fair territory?
Nice
No.
play. Leave it go, yep.
Dickinson plays it dead, and that's a 2-1 count now.
Dickinson from a great family, athletic family. His grandfather, Glenn Dickinson, was one of the all-time scorers at the old JU, Jefferson Union, way before you were.
Way before.
But he was a great basketball player and baseball player, and his grandsons are doing great here at Toronto.
Russ and Nolan, football and basketball players as well. Two-1. Up and out, or up and in, rather, 3-1. An unfortunate situation for the football team. 3-star quarterback recruit Zeb Kinsey was out for the season. Russ Dickinson came in and played some spectacular football under center. Ended up breaking the single-season passing record for Toronto in the games that he started. This one fouled out of play, 3-2. And when it happened in Week 10 against Steubenville Central, everybody joked about it because Zeb Kinsey was going to come back for his senior season this year and potentially break the passing record.
Okay, 3-2, 2 outs, everybody running. Here's a good chance for do that inside move to second. And as a runner, you have to make sure that the pitcher goes home here. You just can't take off.
Full count, 2 away. The runner on second and first.
There it is. Good job. The runner, see, you got to watch that pitcher. He gave it away a little bit, but that's a good time to do it. But as a runner, you have to make sure that pitcher throws home. There's no need to get a great jump because you're not going to steal third.
Payoff pitch. Runners move, and we're fouling it, or it's fouled back, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, Boucher, 24 pitches. If he can get through this, it'll be okay. But if he loses this guy, then you add on about 4 or 5 pitches automatically, and then he's at 30, and then you're starting to get in trouble. So, real important here that he throws a strike.
Pick back over to second. Good job there by the shortstop, Barkis, to get over and make the catch. Brooke leading it 2-0 as you see it on your WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. Toronto, its home Reds. White pants, Brooke in its cream and green, says the 3-2 pitch misses up and out, ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Henry Anderson. And it looks like head coach Brian Perkins is going to want to have a talk with Don Boucher. Third walk of the inning.
Yeah, this is tough for the manager because you got one of your ace pitchers out there, and you got him up to 25 pitches, and you're one hit away from, blowing this game open a little bit. So real important part of the game. And then if you go back to that play they had at second base, if they don't make that play, now we got one out with the bases loaded. So that was like I say, it's going to be a big play down the road because I think this is a real evenly matched game. You got Brooke, the bigger school, Toronto, the smaller school, but the number 1 team in the state.
Yep.
And you got a Hall of Fame coach over there. They play good fundamental ball. And Brooke is, like I say, they lost about 3 or 4 games where they could have went either way. So pretty evenly matched game.
Yeah, that 9-8 record for Brooke not necessarily reflecting the quality of the team that Doug Costain has in his first season as the head coach. 8th in OVAC 5A. Swing and a miss. Good bounce back effort there from Boucher. On Henry Anderson, $185 this season with a double and 2 runs batted in. 2 runs on 2 hits, 4 free passes for Boucher. And again, started to make quick work here. No balls and 2 strikes. Just missing upstairs, 1 and 2.
Dom, so far, he's been a little bit wild inside to right-hand pitchers and away from lefties, so he's got to get that ball across the plate a little more, extend that arm.
Bases loaded, Boucher's 1-2. Breaking ball, missing upstairs, and the count runs even at 2-2. Boucher's pitch count 29 in inning number 1. Was able to get Anthony Baczynski to strike out on 3 straight swings and misses to start the game, but since then has given up 2 runs, and there's strikeout number 2, and the inning comes to a close with an exclamation point. A Wintersville Trophy Shop strikeout, the second of the game for Boucher. 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 free passes, no errors. The bases left full. We're through a half inning. It's 2-0 Brooke. Toronto to the bat rack when we come back.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Laudamus. Air medical helicopters depend on Laudamus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Laudamus. We build the future. Laudamus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Crook, and I'm here to tell you the great things that Brooke Middle School has to offer. The sciences explore the physical world, and programming teaches coding and circuitry, training students to solve modern problems. Band nurtures musical talents, while the arts promote creativity and self-expression. The 5th grade transitions to more specialized courses, and Project Lead the Way promotes critical thinking and career readiness. HPE provides health awareness that lasts a lifetime. The inclusive special education addresses each student's unique needs. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Laudamus. Air medical helicopters depend on Laudamus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Laudamus. We build the future. Laudamus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Wintersville Trophy Shop, and Laudamus Communications.
Two quick runs for those guys. The Bruins lead it 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Peyton Topher on the mound. Hunter Mazingo behind the dish. The infield from left to right. Garrett Hornick at third base. Ray DeFranco at shortstop. At second base, it is number 15, Henry Anderson, and then Owen Petrella at first base. In the outfield, Anthony Baczynski in left. Gavin Moore in center, and in between them, Braylon Sperringer in center field. Moore in right. Caden McGrath leading things off for the Red Knights, who trail it 2-0 as Topher's pitch misses low and inside. It's McGrath, Dom Boucher, Russ Dickinson batting third, Blake Close cleaning it up at first base. Drake Boucher bats fifth, the freshman brother of the starting pitcher, Dom. Chase Heckathorn batting sixth, Aiden Philby seventh, Nolan Dickinson eighth, and Cole Barkus bats ninth and rounds out Brian Perkins' lineup as Peyton Topher finds the zone, or even at a one apiece.
Yeah, as a pitcher here, you want to try to shut down. This is a shutdown inning. You just had a nice start with 2 runs. See if you can shut the Red Knights down here and give you some momentum.
1-1 to the catcher, the sophomore Caden McGrath, 317 this season with 6 runs batted in. Good pitch from Topher. Cut on and missed, 1-2. Topher's numbers, both of these starting pitchers' numbers, impressive. For Topher, his 6th start, 2-0 with a 9.13 ERA in 15 1/3, 21 strikeouts to 10 walks. Chop foul will stay at 1-2.
Toronto has what I call a bunch of pesky little hitters. They're tough kids with 2 strikes. They battle you all the way. They don't have a whole lot of power, but they put the ball in play probably 80-90% of the time.
Topher working from the stretch. 1-2. In the air towards left field. And camping underneath of it and making the catch is Anthony Baczynski. Basically hit it right to him. 1 out for the pitcher, Dom Boucher.
Yeah, he got that pitch a little in on his fist, jamming a little bit. Exactly what you're supposed to do with a two-strike pitch. Pitch it off the plate just a little bit.
Both of these guys, starting pitchers for their respective teams, and you look at the numbers, and they're really good. Breaking ball missing upstairs. Peyton Topher's batting average against this season, 180. Dom Boucher, coming into this ball game, 094. Wow. In facing 74 batters, only allowed 7 hits coming into this ball game. And he pops this one up way sky high, middle of the infield. Peyton Topher called off by the first baseman, Petrella, who makes the catch. And only 7 pitches in for Topher, 2 away.
This is a good lesson for both pitchers. If you show them say, look at what these guys are hitting against you. Throw it over the plate. They cannot hit you. Or they may hit you, but they're going to hit you at a 090 clip or a 180 clip?
Yep.
Throw it over. Don't be trying to strike guys out. They can't hit you. You have good enough stuff.
7 for 74 coming into this one is ridiculous.
That's unbelievable.
Very, very impressive stuff. As Brian Perkins, quick talk with his 3-hitter, Russ Dickinson. And Boucher's numbers at the plate coming into that last at bat might have, you can argue, are more impressive. A 629 clip, 3 home runs, 17 RBI, 10 extra base hits.
And a lot of speed.
And a lot of speed. 8 stolen bases.
I bet he has some infield hits in that group of hits.
Dickinson's number is good as well, 429 with 12 runs batted in. Speed in this department as well, 7 swipe bags this year. 1-0, now 2-0. Called a strike, 2-1. McGrath led off the inning with a fly out to left. Dom Boucher popping out towards the right side of the infield. 2 away and a 2-0 lead for the Bruins. Jack Hillgrove joined by Rich Donnelly in the broadcast booth. 2-1 hit in the air towards left center. This could be extra bases, and it is down. Dickinson rounding first, and it's lost out there in the outfield by Braylon Sperringer for a moment. But still good enough for Dickinson to stand on second with a 2-out double. What's the cliche the coaches say? Find a pitch you could drive. That was a pitch, and Dickinson drove it.
He drove it right in the gap, just like his grandfather would have done in softball.
So that's an extra base hit for Russ Dickinson, his 2nd double of the season. Sperringer lost it for a second. I don't think Dickinson noticed that it was bobbled.
No, he didn't. He stopped it first.
Yep. That one misses to Blake Close. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, we got 2 Malone College commits here, one being Blake and the other being the injured Carson Latimus from Brooke. And both kids have committed to Malone and Coach Tom Crank, so good future for both of them.
1-0. Cut on and missed. 1-1. Yeah, Carson Latimus, a senior for the Bruins. He said he is injured, but again, having a pretty darn good year. A .389 batting average.
I believe he was leading the state of West Virginia in RBIs. He got a bunch of extra base hits until he got a hamstring pull the other day.
He's got 21 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sounds like he is leading the state of West Virginia
and
in RBI.
Blake's going to go up to Malone as a pitcher. He pitched a really good game the other day against Norton. 6-2 they won.
Yep, complete game, 2 hits,
so
1 run for
these
him.
2 competitors will be buddies next year.
Joining Steubenville Big Red pitcher Aiden Manning as well.
All 3 of them will be up there.
2-1, popped out of play.
And you got Zach Smith up there from Big Red also, and
Clayton Chris.
Clayton Chris will be graduating finally. He's been there forever. And then J.T. Thompson, the shortstop. So good local representation for Coach Tom Crank at Malone. Great program, great coach.
Topher comes set with a runner on second. 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Ooh.
Missing inside and the count running full to close. As Rich said, a good outing on the bump in Saturday's 6-2 win over Norton. A complete game, 2-hit, 1-run ball game for him. Also driving in 2 runs himself. He had 2 RBI, and Drake Bauscher with 2 RBI as well.
Blake is growing. Every year he's getting bigger and bigger. And he's good size now by the time he gets done with Malone. But,
this is going to be a run for the Red Knights on 3-2. Dickinson took off for third. Hunter Mazingo, the backstop, fired it down to third. It missed, and it allowed Dickinson to come home for the Red Knights' first run of the ball game. 2-1.
You say they're a pesky little bunch. They keep biting you in the ankle, getting a run here, run there.
First walk of the game for Topher, the 12th free pass this season issued by him. He had 10 walks and 1 hit batsman coming into the contest. Drake Bauscher, the freshman brother of Dom, one almost hitting him. He ducks out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bauschers are combining for a batting average of like 10-20, if I do the math. Drake's average 440 with 19 RBI. 1-0. Missing low. It's going to allow the runner at first base close to move up to second. And all of a sudden, with 2 outs and 2 strikes, they go from potentially getting out of this inning with no runs to maybe having a chance to tie this ball game.
Yep, get a little bloop here and get close home with that tying run.
Three and out. McGrath let it off with a fly out. Bauscher popped out. Russ Dickinson doubled, stole third, came home on an E2. It's 2-1. Blake Close on second, and that's called a strike. 3-1.
Taken all the way there. Now he's back in business. 3-1 count. Look for that pitch he can drive.
Topher comes set. Quick check at Close. That one misses up. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by the senior Topher. Puts first and second now for the designated hitter, Chase Eckathorn.
You're right, Jack. They had 2 outs, nobody on, and all of a sudden you look up and it's 2-1, and they can do some damage here. So that third out is sometimes really hard to get.
This one hit well into center field, but Sperringer a beat on it. He camps underneath of it for the final out of the inning. 22 pitches for Peyton Topher, but 1 run on 1 hit, an error, and 2 left on base. Toronto cuts the lead in half, 2-1 after 1.
What could you do with some extra cash in your pocket? Let First Choice America help you to lower your monthly expenses by refinancing your auto loan. Switch and save today. It's easy. Plus, you'll get $250 cash in your pocket to use however you like. It's a great opportunity to tune up your finances. Enjoy low great rates, flexible terms, and no application fees. First Choice America, your first choice for refinancing.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
When someone adopts a spot to clean, JB Green Team supplies bags, grabbers, and gloves. Just call our office.
Russ Dickinson's double makes it 2-1. Oh, he fell. I didn't even realize he fell on the way to second base. That put him on, and then he stole third on a ball 4. Here it is. Throw wide of the mark at second, and Dickinson would come home to make it 2-1 on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam here in the Gem City. Brooks 2 runs on 2 hits in the top half of the first. Give them the advantage. They go 9-1-2 to start the second inning. It leads off with the catcher and friend of the station, Hunter Mazingo. A couple of games in the football season. Hunter was our student sideline reporter. That one misses upstairs. 167, 2 doubles, and 5 RBI for the senior Mazingo to start the season.
Let's see if Bowser can have a quick inning after that 30-pitch first inning.
That helps. 1-1.
This pound of strike zone, I really like that. He's working fast. I really like that.
And had some serious break on it. Misses. Two balls and a strike. And it's 3-1. Anthony Baczynski on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike to the backstop, Mazingo. And this one fouled out of play to run the count full.
Yeah, 3-1 pitch, you don't want to be late on it. Like I say, you probably get fastball 90% of the time and go ahead and turn on it.
And that one misses for ball 4. Boucher's 4th walk so far in this one.
Yep, not a good start as far as pitch count. Like I say, a walk usually translates into 5 or 6 extra pitches. A error, same way. So you want to be economical. No walks, make him hit the ball, and hope you're in field and outfield make some plays.
Cut on, missed. Baczynski struck out on 3 pitches to start the ball game. He is 0 for 1. This time he steps into the box with a runner on first and Hunter Mazingo, who just walked. Baczynski shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. Mazingo takes off on the pitch and is in safely with a stolen bat.
Yeah, ball got away from McGrath. He peeked at the runner just a little bit as he went to catch the ball, took his eye off of it, and passed ball, and the runner moved down to second. Now you got a big hole over there at second. You want to try to hit the ball to the right side here, get that guy over to third if you can, until 2 strikes.
That's the first stolen base of the season for Hunter Mazingo. 1-1. Another bunt. This one gets away, and Mazingo will move up to third. But Rich, correct me if I'm wrong. Baczynski offered at that pitch.
Yeah, it looked like he did. Let's see. He said he pulled it. Umpire just said he pulled it back. So well, let's see.
Scoreboard says 1 and 2.
No, it's
2 and 1.
It's 2 and 1. Yeah.
Yep.
He just changed it. Toronto's going to play back here. They're going to concede the run, try to get the out. They're playing a little deeper. Yeah, they'll concede the run. So any ball to the middle of the infield will score the run.
2 balls and 1 strike to Anthony Baczynski. Hacked out and missed at a first pitch, and then showed bunt and pulled it back on 2 balls that Mazingo was able to move up to second and third on. Nobody out and the runner 90 feet away. 3-1.
See, as a hitter here, you have to look out the infield. Normally you'd say, I have to hit a fly ball here. No, you don't. all you have to do is hit the ball in the middle of the infield and you get a run home. So if you get a good pitch to hit, just hit a ground ball to third, to short or second, and you'll get your run in. You don't have to lift it.
Chop foul, 3-2. To Baczynski, who's trying to reach base for the first time today. Gonna pick back over to third base to keep Mazingo honest.
Yeah, Perk, you got some tricky stuff. Be careful out him.
Yes, you do.
Perk was one of my visitors at spring training one year. Took him with the Mets, and he loved it. Took him around, showed him all the.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw a couple guys throwing about 100 miles an hour. He was amazed. He's Noah Syndergaard, the pitcher. I forget who he's with now, but he gets it up at about 98, 99. He saw two pitches and he shook his head and walked away. He said, "Whoa." But Perk was a regular visitor to spring training. A lot of the coaches in the Valley used to come down. It was great to see him and have them just go around and see what the best guys in the world do.
Your last year with the Mets was what?
18.
Okay. 3-2.
Watch out.
Ooh, that one running behind. It bounces away, and Mazingo scores 3-1. That one bounced back behind the plate, almost hit Baczynski. Yeah. And it took a couple of deflections and allowed Mazingo to come home on the pass ball to make it 3-1 in favor of the Devils. That one it bounced off the glove and then the backstop, and
that's it for
McGrath
Boucher.
just had no chance.
That's it for Boucher. He's good enough. I believe he wants 5 walks already.
Yep.
2 innings.
Michael Henry, the second baseman, and Dom Boucher come into the dugout, and taking the mound for the Red Knights, it looks like it's going to be Blake Close. Does he have the ball? No. Coming into the ballgame to pitch is going to be senior Chase Darrington as he gets things situated with the backstop, Caden McGrath. So there's a Fox 9 call to the mound, and we'll sort out all the changes here in a moment. Right now, it's Chase Darrington coming into the ballgame to pitch. On the season, pretty darn good numbers. Not quite as good as Boucher's coming into the contest, but Darrington 17 2/3 of work on the mound, a 3-0 record with a 2.42 ERA, 26 strikeouts to 5 walks, and 13 for 75. And as far as base hits to batters faced, which is an opponent batting average of 173. And Dom Boucher's day is done after an inning plus, allowing 2 hits. Right now, 3 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a batter hit.
I would say probably of those 3 runs, they probably all came by walks. You know. And like Jim Leland used to say, it's hard to catch a walk. Just throw it over, make them hit it. Because you're in trouble now. You're in the second inning and you're already into your bullpen. And what happens so often in high school, you have 3 or 4 games this week. You know, it's not like you have 5 ace starting pitchers, so almost everybody on your team is going to get a chance to pitch, and that's not good sometimes.
The UFL is on Fox 9. The Birmingham Stallions play the Houston Roughnecks this Saturday. Game time 7 o'clock, only on Fox 9. So Darrington again on the season, 3-0 with a 2.24 ERA. Coming in for Dom Boucher, who only able to go an inning plus, 2 hits, 5 walks, a hit batsman right now, 3 runs, all of them earned. Boucher goes to shortstop, and Barkis goes to second base. As we sort out again all the defensive changes for the Red Knights.
See, right here's a good situation. Change pitchers. I like it. Do a hit and run on the first pitch right out of the gate. This pitcher's trying to throw a strike, and be aggressive. You're ahead. Go ahead and do it.
Pick back over to first. On first base, Anthony Baczynski credited with an RBI. Or actually, no, he was not, because pass ball. 3-1. Another pick back over to first. Baczynski a threat to steal. On the season, 18 stolen bases. Pop back and foul. Petrella tried to offer at it with a bunt, and it's fouled back for a strike. So the count now 0-1.
As a hitter up here, you got a guy that stole 18 bases. You know, you ought to have a sign with him that if you're going to steal, let me know, and I'll take the pitch for you, or I'll bunt through it or swing through it and give you a chance. Because if he stole it, you say 18 stolen bases?
Yep.
I would venture to say he hasn't been caught very many times.
Oh, 1 hit out well into right field. And Aiden Philby tracking back to make the catch. And a good throw into the infield. They appeal over to second base. Baczynski stays at first. Aiden Philby with a nifty grab. We'll check out it one more time on the replay. This one hit well by Petrella, but Philby got a lot of speed. He's a defensive back on the football team, so him being able to track down that ball and catch it makes sense.
Yeah, Jack, he ran to the ball. He didn't glide after it. He took off and had a great jump on it and shagged it easy.
That's out number 1. Another pick over to first base. They are definitely taking Mr. Baczynski's effort seriously over there.
I'd say he's probably going to go here in the next pitch or two. He's leaning that way, and if he gets a decent jump, he'll be off to the races.
I think
and they know
Coach Perkins has the same inkling you do. So Petrella now 1 for 2 with a run scored. Ray DeFranco 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the first. This one offered at and popped up left side, but it's going to drift out of play, foul. One missing low. 1-1. Baczynski on first base. 3-1 the Bruins lead. 2 runs in inning number 1. 1 here in the top half of the second. Another pick over to first base.
Yeah, if you're a base runner and you think a breaking ball's coming, that's a great time to go. Sometimes you can peek in, see the sign from the catcher. If you see a 2, you can take off. A breaking ball, you should make it.
Chase Darrington gloving it, going on to second for 1. They get the out. Boucher and Barkis colliding at the bag. Seems like everybody's okay. Barkis is, Boucher is. They get the force at second. It goes 1-6, but Ray DeFranco with 2 away aboard with a fielder's choice.
You're right there, Jack. It looked like they didn't have, let's look at it again. Looks like they didn't have good communication. Looks like both guys were going to try to take the throw. They were.
Yeah.
In that situation there, as an infielder, you have to tell the pitcher, hey, back to you, you got me. You can't just expect the pitcher to pick up which guy's covering. You have to have a verbal sign before the pitch is made.
2 out, 1 on for Braylon Sperringer. That one misses low. Ball 1. Sperringer, one heck of a quarterback for the Bruins. Very good careers. The Bruins just missed out on the 3A West Virginia football playoffs. One of his trusty targets was Anthony Baczynski, who was thrown out on the fielder's choice. Gavin Moore, a tailback on that team. 1-0. Called a strike. 1-1.
Nice pitch right on a corner. Runner first, I see him. He's trying to peek in a little bit and see the catcher signs. It's pretty good. Yeah, if you peek in and see a changeup or breaking ball, you can take off.
1-1. Inside, 2-1. The Bruins are in the process right now of hiring a new head football coach. Mac McLean, after 9 years at his alma mater, departing for Shenandoah as Sperringer pops this one up towards the bag at second. Throw on to first. It gets away. It'll allow DeFranco to move up to third. Sperringer's got to stay at first. Looked like it was, again, with some miscommunication at the bag between Barkis and Boucher.
Yeah,
And an errant throw to first puts runners on the corners with two away.
You got to have real good communication. Two good infielders, they should be talking the whole game about who's covering on what, who has the throw, blah, 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 and all that. And then here you got first and third. The catcher has to go out and give a sign. Are we throwing through to second? Are we throwing to third? And who's covering so we know.
Barkis with the throw that missed at first, so that's an E4. At least what this broadcaster's scoring it as. So no balls and one strike to Garrett Hornet.
That was definitely 4. Yeah, on this, you have to know if you're throwing through, then the third baseman can hold. If you're throwing to third, then the infielders in the middle can hold. You can't have infielders running all over the place.
Popped up. Hornet into left field, actually over in center field. Nolan Dickinson makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Bruins get one back on no hits, a pair of walks, one error, and 2 left on base. Through an inning and a half, it is 3 for the Bruins, 1 for the Red Knights. The home team comes up next.
Hi, I'm G&L Ream Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh, no! Ream's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Ream, you're getting top-quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
At Lightning Lizard Auto Sales, we have a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs on our new expanded lot. We've lowered our prices to help you find a great deal on the perfect car for you. We work with multiple different banks to get you the best financing. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, we do it all. We offer top price on any trade-in, and we'll buy your car from you, even if you don't buy one from us.
Love the car buying experience again with Lightning Lizard Auto Sales.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
Interstate Waste Services is proud to celebrate Earth Day with our Ohio Valley community. We can all celebrate Earth Day every day by remembering to recycle, reduce, and reuse.
The line on Dominic Balsher, final on the mound, an inning plus, 2 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, 43 pitches. Chase Darrington able to come in and shut the door, and the Red Knights said, we're done messing around. Coming in and hitting the ball into left center field for a base hit is Aiden Philby. And 1 pitch, 1 base runner on for the Red Knights, trying to claw back into this one. Philby now 11 for 31 at the dish on the season. So Nolan Dickinson to the bat rack now. 250 on the season with 4 RBI and 4 stolen bases. Peyton Topher missing upstairs with ball 1.
Big hole down there at first. If he can hook this ball, if he gets an off-speed pitch, he can hook it right in the hole there.
Topher's pitch missing a tad outside, 1-1. His first inning of work, 1 run on 1 hit, an error, and 2 left on base. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball, cut through and missed. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dickinson. Two, 1 hit well into right field. Back at it goes Gavin Moore, and it's over his head. Philby rounding second. Dickinson heading for second. Philby's going to stay. No, he's going to go for home. No, Brian Perkins is going to hold him there. Second and third. That's a double for Nolan Dickinson. His first of the season. And it's second and third now for the Red Knights. Nobody out for Cole Barkis. Now at second base.
Yeah, being an old third base coach, that was a good hold by Perk. You don't want to get anybody thrown out with 0 outs. So they're in business now. Now the hitter, they're going to play up. They're going to play up. So now you can go ahead and try to get this ball in the outfield.
Barkis started the game at shortstop, moves to second base. Another first pitch swinging, and that's down for a bloop single. Perkins is going to hold Dickinson at third, but Aiden Philby scores, and it's back to a one-run game, 3-2.
That's why you got to be careful playing in right there with no outs. That ball would have been caught if he was back where normal. But no outs, it's pretty tough to play up.
Three quick base hits for the Red Knights. In the bottom of the second, it scores a run. You can watch Dickinson hold, and he sees that fall, and he's able to come home for run number 2. Marcus, his 4th RBI of 2024. First and third, nobody out. The Red Knights down 1. To the top of the order we go as Barkis takes off for second. Mazingo, a quick throw back to the mound.
Good base running there. That ball in the dirt drill we talk about. So when you see that ball go, take off. Let's see where their infield are going to play in again with no outs.
4th stolen base of the season for Barkis as well. He's on second. Dickinson's on third. 3-2. This one hit in the air. Towards left. Will it get down? No. Sliding and making the catch is Anthony Baczynski. Dickinson will tag. He slides head first. Throw to third. Way in time to get Cole Barkis trying for third base, but the run scores. The game is tied, and it's 3-3.
Yeah, you don't want to get thrown out at third there. There was no play at home, and he just took off, and he was out by 10 feet. Otherwise, he'd have been on first or third with 1 out. So sometimes you can be too aggressive, but because that throw wasn't going to get anybody.
Foul back. Two balls and 1 strike to Boucher. 3 straight base hits here in the bottom of inning number 2 for the Red Knights. It turns into 2 runs to tie the game at 3. Caden McGrath, a sacrifice fly into left, scores. Nolan Dickinson to tie the game, but on that same play, Cole Barkis thrown out at third. As Boucher takes now, and it's 3-1. He popped out towards the right side of the infield his first time up. 3-1, back for ball 4. And Boucher a quick turn at first base, but Mazingo back to get the ball. No chance for Boucher to try for second. But nonetheless, another base runner for the Red Knights with 2 away.
Good time to steal here. 2 outs. You get a fast guy. If he gets thrown out, you don't mind. You get a pretty good hitter leading off the inning, next inning. So got a big lead out there. Let's see if he goes.
Third walk of the game for Peyton Topher. Boucher will go. Mazingo will try. It's a good throw, but it's not in time to get Boucher. Stolen base number 9 this season for the future Central Michigan Chippewa? Yeah.
Central Michigan. Yeah,
the Chippewas.
Yeah. Tony Romo, maybe? I'm
no,
not
he
sure.
was Eastern.
Yeah.
He was Eastern. No.
I get them all confused.
You know, Tony Romo was Eastern Illinois.
Okay.
Antonio Brown was Central Michigan.
Okay. See, you know Boucher was going to steal. He got that big mitten on his left hand out there. He gets an extra 3 inches to grab the base, so sort of give it away that he's going to go. And with that speed, why not?
Yep, he's the go-ahead run on second base. Russ Dickinson doubled and scored his first time up. The .429 batting average up a few points as Topher steps off to run through the signs with Mazingo again. This one on the ground towards the right side. Over is Anderson. It'll move the runner up to third, but it won't matter as the side is retired. Dickinson grounds out 4-3. But the damage done, 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk. No errors. Boucher left stranded on third. We're tied at 3 through 2. This one turning into a good one here at the Red Knights Baseball Complex in the Gem City. It's WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam Baseball.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jeff Crook, inviting you to see what we have to offer at Brooke High School. We have robotics, programming, and gaming courses that explore the tools of modern-day professions. The sciences prepare the next generation of workers for whatever challenges lie ahead. The art and music programs study fields that shape the vision of tomorrow's creatives. We also have renovated gyms, fitness centers, a pool, and health services for student and public use. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
I'm Deepak Huda. I am from originally India. I am director of the Structural Heart Program as well as Cardiac Cath Lab at Wheeling Hospital. Our main clinic is obviously here at Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine. We also have satellite clinics, we call it, the upper the Highlands. Then we have clinic at the Wheeling Clinic, which is in downtown Wheeling, and Martins Ferry. And then we also have clinic at St. Clairsville. So we try to go where the patients are or to make it most convenient for them.
The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Wintersville Trophy Shop, and Laudamus Communications.
An eventful bottom half of inning number 2 for the Red Knights ties the game at 3. Jack Hillgrove joined in the booth by Rich Donnelly, and Rich, a tough go at it for Dom Boucher on the mound for the Red Knights, but they're able to tie this ball game at 3. Chase Darrington now on the bump for Toronto. Almost feel like you can kind of, as a team, mentally reset for these last 5 innings.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to shut them down after you score 2. Try to shut them down, and Brooke didn't. Now Toronto's back in the game, and they feel like they got the momentum now.
This one popped up towards the right side. Peyton Topher popping out close back to make the catch. Other players getting close, too close, but he makes the catch for out number 1.
That's the tough play sometimes. It's in that Bermuda Triangle where you got 3 guys trying to pick it off, and the ball's usually coming back into fair territory. So if it's real high, it's a better play for the second baseman or the right fielder, but that ball went too far out and close got under it.
Out number 1, Topher 0 for 1 now with a walk. Strike on the inner third now to Gavin Moore, who reached on 3 bases his last time up as well. Brooke last season 14-10, eliminated by Wheeling Park in both OVAC playoffs and West Virginia sectional action as well. They lost to Morgantown and eliminated by Wheeling Park in the sectional, and a 5-2 loss to Park in the OVAC 5A semis a year ago. 1-1. Ducking is Moore.
And I believe in West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, it's double elimination.
It is double elimination.
So you get a chance if you know.
And then the regionals are best of 3.
Really? So
yeah.
You get,
and then you get to states and it's double elimination again. 2-1. In the air, left field over top of the Boucher, the head of the shortstop Boucher, and that's a base hit for Gavin Moore. He's now 1 for 1.
Yeah, high fastball, jumped all over it, just like you're supposed to do.
You know, obviously have a great time covering our area's high school athletics, but it's admittedly it's a lot easier to keep track of the Ohio side when it comes to baseball and softball because it's all just
one and
single
done,
elimination.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, wait, they lost once. They still did they lose twice? Strike on the inside corner to Henry Anderson, 0-1. This area saw a winner in the springtime last year with John Marshall softball eclipsing a state title. Softball title. Tyler Consolidated getting close on the baseball side, but falling.
Yeah, I think up and down the valley for, football, basketball, baseball, it seems like we always have one or two that gets to the regional finals or the state finals. So we always get one of the valley teams in there or more.
1-1 inside, runner taken off, throw down to second. It's in time. McGrath with a really good throw down to second base to get the runner Gavin Moore for out number 2. That's always got to make you feel good and get the juices flowing as well.
Let's watch it. If we show it again, watch his footwork, how quick he got rid of the ball. He got rid of the ball extremely quick. Boom, bam. Nice play by McGrath. Pretty good little catcher for a sophomore.
Fouled back. Henry Anderson now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. Drake Boucher underneath of it in left field. And he makes the catch to retire the side. An unconventional, but it worked. A 1-2-3 inning for the Red Knights in the field. No runs on 1 hit, a man caught stealing, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom of the 3rd next.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Are you a veteran? Are you getting money and benefits you deserve? Jefferson County Veteran Services is here for you. Our county veteran service officers are highly trained professionals and veterans. They're advocates working for county veterans and families to maximize the money and medical benefits you're entitled to. They understand the challenges our veterans and their dependents face and offer their services to you free of charge. Call the Jefferson County Veteran Services today to schedule an appointment and see what you may qualify for.
Bottom half of inning number 3, an unconventional 1-2-3 defensively in the 3rd for the Red Knights because Caden McGrath was able to catch a runner stealing at second, and Drake Boucher camping underneath of the fly ball for the final out of the top half of the 3rd. After Toronto last half inning at the plate tied the ball game at 3.
Toronto with a little bit of momentum. It's like basketball. In basketball, you get runs. And then you get runs in baseball, not to jump on a word, but you get momentum, and all of a sudden it just turns on you. And right now the momentum's back with Toronto, coming back from a 2-0 deficit and a 3-1 deficit.
Blake Close leading off. It'll go 4-5-6. Close, straight Boucher, and Chase Heckathorn here in the home half of the 3rd. Close walked and was stranded on second his last time up. 0-1, missing outside, 1-1. Talk about what year these kids are in school and how it's distributed throughout the lineup. Brooke, 8 seniors, 1 junior. Much more balance on the Red Knights side, 1 and 2. 2 juniors, or I'm sorry, 2 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and a freshman.
Yep.
So you look at this team and you look at it on paper, 12-1, number 1 right now in the OHSBCA poll in D4. 7 of the 9 guys in the starting lineup will be back next year.
Yeah, Perk does a great job of playing young kids up there. He's not afraid to play a freshman or a sophomore. Back in the day, it was really something if you, if you played as a sophomore. Nowadays, if you're good as a freshman, you're playing. And he's done a great job. That's why they have a winning program every year.
And that freshman is up now, Drake Boucher. First Wintersville Trophy Shop strikeout of the game for Peyton Topher. Blake Close down swinging. One out for Boucher, who was stranded on first after a walk in the first. The Red Knights, 3 runs on 4 hits in this ballgame. Actually, both teams with 3 runs on 4 hits. 2-0 now to Drake. Another member of the football team as well. 2-0. 3-0.
Yep, I'm assuming he has speed just like his brother.
Yep.
I would say, that family.
Yep.
He looks like he can run. Some kids just look like they can run, and he sure does.
Topher comes set and comes home 3-0. Called a strike. The Red Knights football program, a new head coach this fall as well. That's another thing both of these teams have in common. New grid bosses next year. Brooks has not been announced. Toronto's will be Jarrett Aubiel. 3-1 on the ground towards the right side. First baseman Owen Petrella up with it, and he takes it to the bag himself for out number 2. Aubiel hired, and it all runs together. It was during basketball season because I interviewed him, and there was a basketball game going on at the gym. I think it was sometime in late January or early February. He was board approved for the job. He was on Josh Frankie's staff a year ago, also helping out with the Red Knights wrestling program. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, they got a good core group coming back, I think, in football, too.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they? Kinsey boy.
Uh-huh. Cincinnati commit.
Yep.
1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And there was a lot of really, really good quarterbacks in the Valley this past season, a lot of them coming back. But you watch Zeb Kinsey throw, just throw the football, and you're like, that's a Division I arm.
Yep.
It's plain as day. 2-0. Popped up and fouled out of play. Josh Frankie will be the head coach next year at Division I Westerville Central, which is the same school that one of the Ohio Valley football coaching legends where he finished his career. And Bel Air's John Magistro, 2-1, up and out. How about, speaking of Bel Air, the news?
Yeah, I saw that. Lights. Oh,
Lights coming to Nelson Field this fall.
It's amazing. They're probably the only team in the country that didn't have lights or didn't play on a Friday night. So now these kids will know what Friday night lights are.
3-1. Ball 4. And just a matter of fact, we were beginning as a sports department to discuss football games that'll be featured on our Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rival schedule this fall. And I'd say there's a pretty darn good chance that the first game under the lights in Bel Air will be televised on our networks. I'll leave it at that. Swing and a miss. 1 out, or rather 2 out and 1 on for Aiden Philby. 0-1.
Yeah, I've been to many games there Saturday afternoon back in the day, and, you know, it was just like a sort of a tradition. But, you know, a lot of teams, they want to play Friday night. They don't want to play Saturday afternoon, especially in, you know, August or September when it gets so hot.
0-1 upstairs. 1-1. Yeah, I know a lot of administrators and coaches in that school district are really excited about the idea of playing on a Friday night in Bel Air. 2 away, 1-1 pitch. Pick back over to first.
Got him.
Yes, a big-time secondary lead for Heckathorn down at first base, but they're able to pick it back 2-3 for out number 3. Another unconventional 1-2-3 here in the third. No runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through 3, and we're tied at 3.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Hi, I'm G&L Ream Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh no! Ream's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Ream, you're getting top quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
Interstate Waste Services is proud to celebrate Earth Day with our Ohio Valley community. We can all celebrate Earth Day every day by remembering to recycle, reduce, and reuse.
Their whole week.
3-3 through 3. Jack Hillgrove and Rich Donnelly off the air, still discussing the news that Nelson Field and Bel Air getting lights. And Rich, your point, and one of the biggest reasons why Nelson Field got the lights was because opposing teams early on in the season don't want to play there because of the heat and playing on a Saturday, and it can screw up your whole week.
Well, this will help their schedule too.
We're ready for the top half of inning number 4. 9-1-2 will lead it off for the Bruins. Called strike to Hunter Mazingo. He led off the second inning, walked and scored the third run of the ball game. 0-1. Pitch home low. 1-1. And Don Boucher's line final a couple of innings ago, 1+ inning of work, 3 earned runs, 5 walks to 2 strikeouts. And now, Chase Darrington comes in with a 3-0 record and a 2.24 ERA. Mazingo offers it one and a good catch at shortstop by Mr. Don Boucher for out number 1. Climbed the ladder and made the catch. To the top of the order we go for those Bruins who you see in the dugout. Anthony Baczynski, his third plate appearance of the afternoon. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch home from Darrington, chopped and fouled. These Brooke uniforms are giving San Francisco Giants vibes to me. You know how the Giants...
Yeah, sort of a cream.
Yeah. I've always liked that about the Giants, that their home uniforms aren't necessarily white. They're a cream color.
Yep.
0-1. Inside and a tad low to Baczynski. 1 ball and 1 strike. Both teams also rocking with some script on the front of the chest. 1-1. Baczynski hit it hard to third. Dickinson was able to get the glove up and fell. Protect himself. Almost made the catch. He seems to be all right. But nonetheless, a hard hit ball to the left side of the infield puts Baczynski on the base paths.
That's a rough side of the infield and outfield to play.
Yeah.
The sun is right over first base.
And you could kind of tell by the way how he moved his glove that he was fighting the sun, too.
Tough. It's tough in left field, too, on a line drive.
Scoreboard rules that a hit. So Baczynski, his first base hit of the ball game. Darrington goes back over to first with it. Anthony Baczynski safe.
See, most teams now, they have a watch and they can time the pitcher. If he's 1-3, 1-4, they could go ahead and steal. They already probably know it. So, if like I say, 1-4 or less, pretty hard to steal. 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, you can usually take it.
Well hit ball by Owen Petrella into right field. Aiden Philby almost came up with it, but it gets away. Baczynski rounding second. And Doug Costain will keep him at third. Petrella aboard with a base hit, actually a double. So second and third now for the Bruins as they try to take this lead back.
If that was turf in the outfield, that ball gets all the way to the wall, but it's kind of thick out there. Perk did a good job of cutting the grass, and it's real thick. That ball just stopped when he got by the outfielder. So chance for Brooke to go ahead here. Second and third, 1 out. Let's see if Perk plays infield or is he going to play him. Looks like infield, third baseman's in. Back in the middle, they're going to concede the run. if he on a ground ball. So let's see what this hitter can do. He should know that if he hits a ground ball, it scores a run. He doesn't have to hit a fly ball.
DeFranco 1 for 2 today. He hits this one and fouls it out of play. Our producer, Zach Medovic, just told me a moment ago, as they were setting up for the broadcast today, they did watch them cut the grass. So it was cut today.
It's pretty. Looks pretty. Looks nice. They did a good job. But it's thick. It's real thick.
The infield turf here at the Red Knight Baseball Complex. 0-1 to Ray DeFranco. Darrington from the stretch will go to third, and tag applied by Dickinson, but Paczynski safe.
Dickinson's point is he's saying, no pickoffs. I can't see over here.
He's even got the sunglasses on, and I'm not sure how much it's helping him.
Because that sun's coming right directly in his eyes.
One hit in the air, high towards left. Deep enough to score Paczynski as Boucher makes the catch. And Anthony slides safely without a throw. Brooke with the lead, 4-3. Credit to Franco with a sacrifice fly, his 11th run batted in this season. The Bruins, they've got the lead back. That's out number 2. And Owen Petrella stays put at second. In now, Braylon Sperringer, his third plate appearance today. 0 for 1. Reaching on an error and hit by a pitch in the first. This one hit in the air towards left center. And Drake Boucher makes back-to-back catches for back-to-back outs. And the side is retired, but the Bruins take the lead back. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and a man left on base. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Brooke up by 1.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Lotimus. Air medical helicopters depend on Lotimus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Lotimus. We build the future. Lotimus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
My name is Waleed Garib. I'm an interventional cardiologist at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. One thing that I would like people in this Ohio Valley and across West Virginia and really across the country to know, the goal of healthcare is not to help you get by. It's not just to keep you alive. It's to help you thrive. And if we can get you back to your 100% potential, that's our goal, and we're going to keep working at it until we get as close to it as possible.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
When someone adopts a spot to clean, JB Green Team supplies bags, grabbers, and gloves. Just call our office.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Lotimus. Air medical helicopters depend on Lotimus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Lotimus. We build the future. Lotimus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
Back here for the bottom half of inning number 4. It's 4-3 in favor of the Bruins. They get 1 run back in the top half of the 4th. On 2 hits, Anthony Paczynski singled and scored. Owen Petrella doubled, was stranded on second. Raymond DeFranco with the RBI sacrifice fly. Aiden Philby, Nolan Dickinson, Cole Barkus, 7-8-9 for Brian Perkins and the Red Knights here in the home half of the 4th. Philby takes 2 balls. It's 2-0. He singled and scored his last time up as well. That was run number 2 of the ball game for the home team. Peyton Topher, 58 pitches now in this one, has a 3-0 count now to Aiden Philby. So far for Topher, it's 58 pitches, his 4th inning of work, 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks. 3-0. Low. It's a 4-pitch walk, a 4th of the ball game for Topher. That's a leadoff base runner for the Red Knights for the 2nd time today.
This drive is Coach Costain and a lot of coaches nuts. 7, 8, 9, go right after him. Make him hit the ball. 4-pitch walk. It's not a good start to an inning.
1-0 pitch,
Yeah,
called a strike.
yeah,
Dickinson
Yep,
didn't pull that back
Yeah.
fast enough. 0-1.
Looks like Perk was going to have the sacrifice on. We'll see if he does it again. Sometimes they have it on for one pitch or one strike, and then they take it off again. We'll see.
Oh, 2 now.
Go now as a hitter here. You just want to put the ball in play.
Oh, 2 to Nolan Dickinson. He doubled and scored his first time up. His run tied the ball game at 3. Here's the 0-2 in the air. Straight away center field. Braylon Sperringer. Pitch at 10 under that one. Makes the catch for out number 1. 1 out, 1 on for the 9-hitter. Second baseman Cole Barkis. Strike. Mazingo popped up quick threatening with a throwback down to first base. Was able to retire the side that way in the third. Chase Heckathorn with a hefty secondary lead got him in trouble when he was thrown out at first on a play like that. 0-1. Now 1-1. The Bruins 9-8 this season. Toronto 12-1. Ryan Perkins in his 20th season as the head coach of the Red Knights won his 400th career game last week. Actually, 2 weeks ago now against Oak Glen on April the 11th. 2-1. 20th year as the Red Knights head coach, Doug Costain in his first season as the head coach of the Brook Bruins. Also has duties as the OVAC basketball commissioner. Held that title with the football side until he was shifted over onto the basketball duties.
Yeah, I told him the other day, I said, look, you can't be the coach out and get thrown out of games. I said, you're the basketball you're the basketball commissioner. You can't get tossed out of games.
3-1. Ball 4. 2 walks this inning for Peyton Topher, and Doug Costain's going to call time and go out and talk to him.
Yeah, Dad, you don't want to do that. You've walked 7, 8, 9. You walk 7 and 9. That's not good. Then you got your leadoff hitter up here in the top of your order.
And Doug Costain's going to take the ball from Peyton Topher, so his day is done. The ball will be handed off to Henry Anderson, who will come in to pitch this Fox 9 call to the mound, changes pitchers. Henry Anderson, the junior, looks like he's going to take things over and pitch for the Bruins. We'll get you the tentative line on Peyton Topher in a second. On the season for Henry Anderson, this will be his third appearance. 13 earned runs this season, 22 strikeouts, a 6.25 ERA. Where is that groundhog?
Wow, that's pretty good camera work.
Well, our outfield camera operator is having some trouble dealing with it back there. Who's out there, Zach, operating the center field camera? Just trying to take in some baseball.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Invite him up to the fence.
So Anderson on to pitch. Again, 22 strikeouts so far this season, a 1-2 record.
Boy, these trees, I'm getting old. Years ago, you could see the river plain as day. Now, all these trees have grown over. You can't see nothing out there. Good background, though. Great hitting background.
Austin FC and LA Galaxy facing off this weekend in MLS action on Fox 9. Coverage starts at 1:30 p.m. this Saturday. So Anderson will come over from second base to pitch. And we're going to have to wait till they disperse. Hopefully, yep. Quick and easy change for Doug Costain. I'll be sure to thank him and thank the saving of my whiteout.
Went right back to second.
Yep. So it goes 4-2 and 2-4. Peyton Topher goes over to second base. Henry Anderson comes on to pitch.
That whiteout you carry, that's more valuable than your phone.
Yep. You know who turned me on to this? You know who turned me on to the whiteout tape? Lanny.
Really?
Fertieri.
Lanny Fertieri. I did a little game with him down at West Virginia the other night. They played my son's team, Marshall, and I did a couple innings with him.
Oh, yeah?
Lanny's the best. We had a lot of good times together back in the day.
Former voice of the Pirates for 33 years, more famously known, not really, I like to think so, as my academic advisor at Waynesburg University.
That's right, yeah.
Yep, took every sports announcing class I had in college from Lanny.
Oh, Lanny, he was great.
And our producer, Zach Medovic, had him in class, too. A lot of WTOV9 employees had Lanny Fertieri in class at Waynesburg University. The warm-up complete for Henry Anderson. First and second, one out for Caden McGrath. Anderson, first pitch, would have been called a strike, but Anderson offered at it and fouled it back towards the fence. 0-1. McGrath today, 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and a run batted in. On second base is Aiden Philby. On first is Cole Barkis. Here's the 0-1. In the air towards left. And coming down with it is the shortstop DeFranco, making the catch. Similar catch made by Don Boucher at shortstop last half inning. Some good athletes.
Yeah, good
over
base
at
running.
6 for both teams.
Good base running, not getting doubled off. Sometimes your good base running could be things you don't do. Yeah, you don't get doubled off. You don't run into an out right there. He could have very easily taken off and got doubled up, but 2 outs and still a chance to tie this thing up.
Called a strike to Dom Boucher, 0-1. Dom 0 for 1 with a walk and a pop out. A 6:29 clip coming into this ball game, so one could say he is due. If he's able to come up with one right here, it would likely score a run and tie the game back at 4. Breaking ball, missing inside. 1-1. Peyton is on the mound. Leighton is his brother, pretty good basketball player at Brooke as well. 3 1/3 for Peyton Topher, allowing 4 hits. 3 runs as of right now, all of them earned, 5 walks, and a strikeout. Missing outside, 2-1. Two one missing high, 3-1 now to Don Boucher. Anderson on the season, a 1-2 record with a 6.205 earned run average, 16 runs, 13 hits, 13 runs, 16 hits, I should say, 13 walks, 22 strikeouts, make it 14 walks now as Boucher trots down to first. Cole Barkis over to second. The bases loaded. And 2 away for Russ Dickinson.
No, even though he walked that guy, you got to come up in a situation with 2 outs. Go ahead and look for that first pitch you could on the inside part and see if you could drive it. Because he's been throwing pretty much all fastballs.
And this one hitting the air towards right could end the inning. And it does. I had the same reaction you did internally, but Gavin Moore able to make the catch. The side is retired. No runs, no hits. A trio of walks strands 3 on the base paths. It's still 4-3. Brooke with a one-run lead as we head to the 5th.
Hi, I'm Gino Reedman, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh no! Rheem's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Rheem, you're getting top quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
The WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam on Fox 9 is sponsored by WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, Wintersville Trophy Shop, and Laudamus Communications.
Jack Hillgrove and Rich Donnelly, happy to be with you from the Knights Baseball Complex in Toronto. The home team, though, needs to get some runs on the board. They trail it 4-3 to the Brooke Bruins, who come to the bat rack 5, 6, 7 here in the top of the fifth, leading it all off, Garrett Hornick. Peyton Topher on deck. He started this game. His line on the mound is final, 3 1/3 of an inning. 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 strikeout to 5 walks in 67 pitches. As Hornick swings at this one, pops it up in fair territory towards the first base bag. 1 pitch, 1 out. Blake Close making the catch for out number 1.
Jack, I'd like to say hello out there, one of our viewers, one of the greatest athletes in the Ohio Valley history, Dom Zeno. Watches our games all the time. And what a great athlete he was.
Dom, hello. Peyton Topher into the baseball game now as the second baseman. Henry Anderson to the mound as the pitcher, so those two will flip-flop. And my whiteout goes to work again.
The Lenny for Terry Whiteout.
There it is. He'd be proud. He'd probably listen to me calling this game and have about 50 million critiques about everything I said.
I'm going to see him in about a month. They're having a little thing for Jim up at in Pittsburgh before the Hall of Fame. And so I'll get to see him up there.
This one popped up as well. This one further in foul territory behind the bag at first. Another pop out in the hands or in the glove of Blake Close. 2 away for Gavin Moore. So Peyton Topher 0 for 2, a pair of pop-outs to first base. Garrett Hornick also 0 for 2. He flew out to center field his first time up. Gavin Moore singled and was caught stealing back in the third. Takes ball 1 as his team, Brooke, leads it 4-3 here in the top of the fifth inning. Darrington Swano missing outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Toronto trying to go 13-1 with a potential win today. Brooke trying to get to 10-8 if the scoreboard holds up. 2-0. Ooh, that one runs inside and hits him. Second hit batsman of the day for the Red Knights. First for Darrington. That first one was Braylon Sperringer back in the first inning. That was, it definitely grazed his jersey. I didn't see it right away, but that one a little bit more of a definitive hit by pitch. So it plunks him in the side.
Toronto usually in the tournament, they always have to deal with the Berlin Highland Hawks all the time.
They do, as do several other OVAC teams in different sports. Slow roller towards first, a tough play. Darrington to the bag. Good flip by Close, and the side is retired. It goes 3-1 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, a hit batsman, no errors, and a man left. Through 4.5 innings, Toronto trails it by 1. They come to the bat rack next on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
Looking to replace your old sofa or chair? Come shop Alco Furniture in Follinsby for all your furniture needs. Our showroom is filled with an extensive collection of Lazy Boy, Ort furniture, Lane, and Catnapper. Experience comfort like never before on the best furniture. We invite you to shop Alco Furniture in Follinsby before you buy anywhere else. Compare our prices and services to discover the difference of shopping local with Alco Furniture.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Every year on April 22nd, we celebrate Earth Day to raise awareness of the need to protect our beautiful planet that provides for us each day. There are many ways we can get involved in our community and invest in our planet. One of the best ways to help is by grabbing a trash bag and cleaning up an area you know is polluted. We appreciate the businesses in our community who sponsor this Earth Day message.
Interstate Waste Services is proud to celebrate Earth Day with our Ohio Valley community. We can all celebrate Earth Day every day by remembering to recycle, reduce, and reuse.
Pair of pop-outs into the glove of Blake Close in the top half of inning number 5. Keep a run off the board, but Brooke still out to a 4-3 lead over the home team in the Toronto Red Knights. They come to the bat rack in the home half of inning number 5, and they'll bring 4, 5, and 6 to the dish. It'll start things off with the guy that caught both of those pop-outs, Blake Close at first base.
Yeah, Toronto, great tradition here all the way back to Chip Calder, who guy played with, who played in the big leagues, and then all the way back to Raleigh Fingers, who was born here, and then sucker decided to move and messed our Legion team up.
Close with a big piece of hitting down the line and right, but it goes foul. That surely would have been extra bases. Yeah, I had no idea about that about Raleigh Fingers.
Yeah, he was born here in Steubenville, same month as me, August 46th, at the High Valley Hospital. At 9, he moved to Long Beach, California. And then the 63, our Legion team, which was state runner-ups, his team won the national championship in Legion. So he should have been on our team.
So you're saying that if he was on your team,
oh yeah, we'd have been awesome because we had NFL. We had Harry Wilson, who played in the NFL, Herbie Lindsey, who played with the Broncos, Danny Abramowitz, who played with the Saints, and then he would have been our ace pitcher.
0-2, cut on and missed. Henry Anderson, 3 good pitches to start the 5th. His first strikeout and 23rd of the season. One away for Drake Balsher. Yeah, the amount of professional athletes to come out of this valley in so many different areas. Like, it seems like each section of our valley has its fair share of prominent athletes. Your guys up here that you mentioned, down south in the Wheeling area, Chuck Howley just entered the NFL Hall of Fame. Is Drake Balsher aboard with a ground ball towards the right side? That's going to go as an error on the second baseman. 1 out and 1 on now for Chase Eckathorn.
Yeah, back in the day we had more. The schools were bigger. But I mean, it seems like we had a D1. I went to Central, but it seemed like Central, Big Red, Wintersville, Liverpool, Toronto had a D1 player every year in some sport, or maybe 2.
This one popped up. Will it get down?
Right on
no.
Yeah,
Peyton Topher able to make the catch, out number 2.
Busted him in pretty good on the handle there.
So 2 away now for Aiden Philby. Drake Balsher, 0 for 2. He reached on an error. He flew out, and then he walked in the first inning. Chase Eckathorn now 0 for 2.
Yeah, Billy Stone, who was a former AD here at Toronto, he played with the Ranger in the Ranger system, and they had a couple kids back in the day play. So they've had players all the way through the years, and if you look out there in left field, they were state pole champs. About 5 or 6 years in baseball, and 2 state champs on the field. So great program.
1-0. Yeah, their last state championship coming in 2019. one of the better players on that squad, Noah Carafa, in the Phillies organization right now.
Yeah, Nathan. I talked to him the other night. He's pitched 5 scoreless innings. He's pitching for the Jersey Blue Claws.
Yeah,
So
Nathan, his brother's Noah, right?
Yeah.
He plays basketball at Toronto.
But, yeah, Nathan's doing a good job. He went to Ohio State, converted to a pitcher, and he's doing great. 5 scoreless innings. So, yeah, you can check him out. The Jersey Blue Claws.
Yeah.
They're a high Class A for the Phillies.
Yeah, our meteorologist, Amanda Verrier, is from New Jersey originally, and she's home this week visiting her family, and she texted me, and she was like, who's that guy from Toronto? I'm going to a Blue Claws game this week. So she's going to be on the lookout. 2-1 on the throw down. It is
Boy, that ball kicks away.
And it gets
Watch
into center
out.
field, and on to third comes Drake Boucher. Is he in time?
He's in there.
Yes. So a 2-out situation for the Red Knights, and the tying run now 90 feet away. Boucher with a good jump. Almost caught it second, but the throw gets into center field. He took him a second to realize the throw got away, and he's into third safely.
He kicked that ball about 30 yards into left field. So let's see if they can tie this game up. 3-1, 2 outs. We're in the money innings, 5, 6, and 7.
3-1. Ball 4. Mazingo lost it for a moment, but got it back. Not enough for Boucher to test him at home plate. Aiden Philby walks for the second time today. It's a second walk for Anderson.
Let's see if it's 1st and 30. Let's see if Brooks going to throw through or not. You can usually tell on the pitch if you watch the infielders, since if they go to cover, then that means they're throwing through. Let's see if what they're going to do.
Breaking ball missing, up and out. 1-0 to Nolan Dickinson. Double and a run scored in the third, flew out in the fourth. Aiden Philby on first base. He has 4 stolen bases this year. Hunter Mazingo is going to call time for a moment and give the troops out in the field a couple signs.
Yeah, you have to know who's covering, where they're throwing the ball, and who's going to cover. You don't want 3 infielders moving at once.
1-0. Cut through and missed. 1-1. Blake Close led off the inning and struck out swinging. Drake Boucher reached on an error, stole second, was able to get to third on an errant throw. Chase Heckathorn popped out to second base for out number 2, and Aiden Philby walked. He's on third, and now he's going to second before the pitch, and they're going to let him go.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to do the double steal, hoping he threw to second. They were going to take off for home, but they stopped the guy at third, and so here we go. Base hit now, put the Red Knights ahead.
2-1. High stakes situation here for the Red Knights. Second and third, 2 away, down a run.
I like the fact he's choking up on a bat, just trying to make contact.
Contact he made over to first, but a good job there by Owen Petrella to snag it and step on the bag to retire the side. The Red Knights threaten, but the threat is put away thanks to Owen Petrella. It's no runs on no hits, a walk and an error, and 2 left on second and third. We're through 5. Brooks still holding on to that 1-run lead here on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Jeff Crook, encouraging you to introduce your child to all Brooke County Schools has to offer. Our language-based, hands-on curriculum helps students build a strong foundation for academic success. Each of our 10 preschool classrooms are ready to spark curiosity, build school readiness, and support lifelong learning. Visit our webpage for registration dates and to download the preschool enrollment packet. We look forward to welcoming you and your child to Brooke County Schools this fall. Brooke County Schools, the place to be.
At Lightning Lizard Auto Sales, we have a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs on our new expanded lot. We've lowered our prices to help you find a great deal on the perfect car for you. We work with multiple different banks to get you the best financing. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, we do it all. We offer top price on any trade-in, and we'll buy your car from you, even if you don't buy one from us.
Love the car buying experience again with Lightning Lizard Auto Sales.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
The Red Knights threaten. They have the tying and go-ahead run in scoring position in the bottom of the fifth inning, thanks to a stolen base and a pass ball to put Drake Boucher on third, and then Aiden Philby on second base. But a good job of Owen Petrella. Not necessarily a hard-hit ground ball to first, but a tricky play that he was able to glove and step on the bag to retire the side and keep the one-run lead for the Bruins as we head to the sixth inning.
Yeah, this is where everything is double here. You score a run here that's huge, and you'll see some hit runs, maybe a bunt. But now in this one-run game, a lot of strategy. So we got a great game, just like we thought.
The Bruins 4 runs on 6 hits, an error. Toronto 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They've stranded 7 on base. The Bruins have left 6. Actually, they have left 7 as well. Forgot to add that one up after the 5th. 3-0 to Hunter Mazingo. Called a strike. Mazingo leading off here in the 6th. He's led off the 2nd and the 4th. Walked and scored in the 2nd. Lined out to short in the 4th. Popped up. Is it going to stay in play? McGrath thought it might for a moment, whip the mask off, but it fouls, or it gets out of play behind us here at the Red Knight Baseball Complex.
You know what I haven't seen in this game, Jack, is a lot of ground balls. There's been an awful lot of fly balls.
Yeah, an awful lot of fly balls.
I don't think there's been a ball, maybe one hit the middle infielders, or to short.
Swing and a miss, got him.
Yeah.
Mazingo down on strikes. That is the first Wintersville Trophy Shop strikeout for Chase Darrington of the ball game. Way to battle back, too, coming down from being away 3-0. Yep,
3-0. And he swung at a bad pitch. He swung at ball 4, and he knows it, too.
Yeah, Rich, to answer your or inquire about your thought there, Toronto has grounded into one play. It was a 3 unassisted. Oh, that one hit Anthony Baczynski on the helmet, and that's why you wear helmets. Because it looks like he's relatively unfazed.
Yeah, he's fine. There just hasn't been that many ground balls. Usually there's been a lot of fly balls. That's, I can say, I can't remember a ball hit the short yet.
First hit batsman of the day for Chase Darrington. And for Brooke, as I flip back, 2. And you know what? Every ground ball out in this game has been to first base.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What is that? I mean, as somebody that's been around this game, what does that tell you?
I'm a big proponent of not swinging up like this. They call it the launch angle for these kids.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to hit too many home runs here in high school. You're just not strong enough. So hit the ball on a line, hit it hard on the ground, line drives. Don't swing up. You're going to hit nice, beautiful, pretty fly balls, and they're outs. So to your question, I don't like the guys swinging up at this level. If you're Aaron Judge, that's a little different.
Oh, sure,
you're 6'7", 280, you can pop it 450 feet. But these kids, sometimes they try to hit the ball far instead of hard. And you can go to 10 high school games, and you'll be lucky if you see one ball go over the fence.
And Brian Perkins on 2-0 is going to come out and talk with Darrington in his infield. Thought maybe he was going to take the ball from him, but it's just a conversation with him and the infield. See Major League Baseball this Saturday on Fox. The Cincinnati Reds taking on the defending champs, the Texas Rangers. It starts at 4 o'clock right here on Fox 9. Reds taking on the Phillies tonight. The Buccos battle the Brewers.
This is going to be an interesting night. They've lost 6 in a row.
Yep.
And they got he's their ace so far, Jones. And he had the pitch count last time. And it's going to be interesting to see tonight what happens.
I'll tell you what, social media was almost up in flames. And I get it, right? Like after the game, Jared Jones saying, I want to be here in August and September. But the guy had 59 pitches or whatever after 5 innings. It's like, let him go. He was grooving. 3-0, called a strike, 3-1 now to Petrella.
And you're in a situation where you lost 6 in a row. You're playing Milwaukee, who's a team ahead of you. You want to win.
Especially against a divisional opponent.
Because these games here are worth 2. If you lose one today, it takes 2 wins to get back a loss. And you want to win the game. You don't want to lose 3 out of 4 to Milwaukee and fall 2 more games back.
Yeah.
And this first game is real important. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he pitches and how long they let him pitch. And I'm sure they have a pitch count on him tonight. I would say probably 75, maybe. I don't know. But I know one thing, they need a win. Their ace got beat yesterday. Was it the day before, Keller?
Day before. Yesterday was Perez. Runner takes off on 3-2. Base hit into right field. Anthony Baczynski rounds second and heads for third. Owen Petrella to first base with a single. It was a good throw from right field and Aiden Philby. But the Bruins now have second and third and one away here in the 6th.
I like that. We were just talking. When you get these money innings, you see bunting, hit and run. There was a hit and run executed perfectly.
First and third, I should say.
So now a good chance to add on to the lead.
So Ray DeFranco comes in with runners on the corners and 1 out. The inning led off with Hunter Mazingo striking out swinging. Anthony Baczynski was hit on the helmet with a pitch. He's on third. Owen Petrella singles into right. He's on first. Brooke up by 1.
Going to first. Yep, that old third to first move. Here you have to make sure that if the ball's hit back to the pitcher hard, you can go ahead and turn 2, throw to second. But you have to make sure as a catcher, you go out and tell your pitcher, hey, if it's hit soft to you, that guy on third, you got to get him. You can't throw to second.
Foul back, 0-1. Petrella, or rather, now Petrella, he's got 2 hits today. And Raymond DeFranco was 2 for 3 with a sacrifice fly and a fielder's choice. And a run scored. 0-1. Chance for 2.
You got to move
Boucher,
it. They got to move it.
Barkis.
They got it.
And the inning is over. That is a massive play.
He called him safe.
Did he call him safe?
Yeah, I think
he calls him safe and the run scores. Yep. Anthony Baczynski home. And Brooke now with a 2-run advantage.
That was going to be a great turn because that ball wasn't hit that sharp. And he made a pretty good turn. Let's see if we can look at it.
That's Baczynski, or DeFranco's second RBI. Throw on to first as Baczynski scores.
Yeah, he was down there,
Yep.
That's a big run, huge run.
This one hit in the air. Braylon Sperringer into left center. Drake Boucher over, and it's down in front of him. DeFranco a chance to get to third. He's there as he slides safely. And Brooke in business, up 2 with runners on the corners once again.
And all they've done this inning, Jack, is put the ball in play. They just, nothing dramatic, just put the ball in play.
So Braylon Sperringer aboard on a hit for the first time today. He is 1 for 3. Hit by a pitch, reached on an error, flew out single. 2 RBI for Ray DeFranco and Garrett Hornick. Anthony Baczynski credited with 1 as well. It is 5-3 in favor of the visitors. 1 ball and no strikes to Hornick. 2 RBI on that single back in the first since he's flown out twice. High again, 2-0.
Got to pick up the plate. He's looking to third as he's delivering. The guy on third's not going to go anywhere. Get your attention to the hitter.
He fell behind 3-0. Darrington did to Hunter Mazingo and was able to battle back and get the strikeout. This time he walks him on 4 straight pitches. It's the 3rd free pass of the ball game for Darrington as Brian Perkins comes out and looks like he's going to bring in a new arm here.
Yep. You got guys going everywhere. I'm not sure who's coming in, but
on to pitch is the designated hitter, Chase Heckathorn. And Chase Darrington comes out of the ball game after 3 1/3 innings of work, or 4 1/3 innings of work. Coming at you Fridays at 8 o'clock on Fox 9, WWE's Friday Night SmackDown. Catch all of the action on Fox 9. Fridays starting at 8 o'clock.
Great entertainment. I love watching it.
Do you really?
I do. I never miss it. These guys, I became friends through the years with a couple guys. The world champion now is named Cody Rhodes, where his dad was Dusty Rhodes. He was a dear friend of mine. Because
the American Dream was a friend of yours?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I'll tell you why. When I played in the Carolina League, or managed in the Carolina League, and we go to road trip to Charlotte, the wrestlers stayed at the hotel we were at. And after the game, we'd hang out with him. Dusty Rhodes playing pinball, played pool with him. Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair.
Wow.
So I was in heaven.
Yeah, I would be too.
I love those. But I think they put on a great show.
Yeah.
And you watch when they, they have SmackDown and they got the Raw on Monday night.
Yep.
The arenas are sold out.
Yeah.
Packed. And they just had WrestleMania.
Yes.
75,000 people
each night
at Eagles Stadium.
Yep.
And it's just great entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's going to happen and you still like it, I always say it's the most honest sport in the world because you know what's going to happen. No matches will be fixed.
No. I was into it when I was younger, John Cena and all those guys. And then as I grew up in high school, I didn't stop watching it. And then I had a bunch of idiot friends in college that love wrestling too. And I got back into it watching, coming back from class on Mondays and watching Raw and SmackDown. And I'm back into it again.
Dusty Rhodes used to leave us tickets down at the Bradenton Armory. And then when he was in the ring, we'd sit like in the third row and he'd get a guy in the headlock, and then he'd look over and he'd wink at us. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the American Dream. And now he got his son, the American Nightmare.
Cody Rhodes. His dad, the son of a plumber.
And a long time ago,
Cole Barkus in the pitch.
Before you were born, they had TV wrestling at your studio, in the studio, live wrestling on channel it was WSTV, yeah.
Holy heck.
Yeah, they had live TV wrestling in there.
1-0. Peyton Topher popped back, and it's foul.
And they had a thing on Saturday that for the kids called 9-Teen Time. It was like American Bandstand live at the studio. You tell people that now, and they go, "Oh, you're nuts." I go, "Nope." They had both of them.
Yeah, Bill Phillips just completed a couple of months ago, as we celebrated 70 years being on the air, completed a several-part series with our old anchor team from the 90s with Jim Forbes and Sherry McCutcheon. Yeah, there was a segment on 19 Time, which
Stan Scott.
Yep.
Stan Constanza. Yeah. You can get on your phone and still see it.
2-1 on the ground towards the
Tough
left
play.
side. Throw on to first from Russ Dickinson to Blake Close, and the side is retired 5-3. That's the first ground out of the game. That wasn't hit to third base or to first base. So the side retired. Brooke picks up one run. In the sixth, we head to the home half with Toronto down 2 after the break.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
We've all heard the term, time is money. But at First Choice America, time can save you money. Here's how. You've searched all over for the perfect deal on just the right car, but now you need the perfect financing. Take the time to call First Choice America, and you'll discover low, great rates, flexible terms to fit any budget, and no application fees. Plus, you'll receive $250 cash. First Choice America, where time can save you money.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
So the day done on the hill for Chase Darrington, 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, a walk, a strikeout, 2-hit batsman, 59 pitches, 36 of them strikes. Dom Boucher, the starting pitcher of the game, 43 pitches, 19 of them strikes. After a 3-pitch strikeout to start the ball game, it was just an uphill battle for the Red Knights ever since, and now they're down 2.
Darrington actually did a good job. He kept them within striking distance. They're a hitter or 2 away from tying this game up. So now this leadoff hitter, this guy got to get on base, or the next guy. They got to get that tying run to the plate.
Yep. Cole Barkas started the game at shortstop, moved to second base when Darrington came in to pitch, and now finds himself on the mound. Barkas takes ball 1 and ball 2. 2-0. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. (2-0). 3 balls and no strikes. 9-1-2 go the Red Knights here in the 6th.
Yeah, this is your 9th place hitter. You got to go get him. You got to make him hit the ball.
3-0 from Anderson. Called a strike. Second pitcher of the game for Doug Costain and Brooke. Peyton Topher's line, 3 1/3. 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, a walk, or a strikeout, 5 walks, 67 pitches. 3-1. Called a strike on the outer third. I think Barkas thought maybe for a moment ball 4, but now the count running full. To Barkas. In the air towards center. And down for a leadoff single.
Good at bat. Get that top of the order up there and get the tying run to the plate. Toronto has real good team speed. They don't have anybody, I don't think, really slow. Everybody's either average or above base runner.
And at the top of the order we go here on the bottom of the 6th. Toronto down 2. They've got work to do. Caden McGrath, first pitch swinging. You can start to sense the urgency on the left side of the field in the Red Knights dugout.
Yeah, these money innings, like I say, it's you get some strategy involved here, and it's pretty neat, the last couple innings. These two teams are really evenly matched. Oh, nice breaking ball.
Yes, it was. Ben's right in there for a strike. 0-2 to Caden McGrath, the backstop.
That had him sitting down almost.
RBI back in the 2nd, a sac fly to left, and then since then, as last time up, lined out to short. So he's 0 for 2. Takes the 0-2 outside, and now it's 1-2.
Yeah, good 0-2 pitch. Try to get him to bite on a breaking ball way outside. See if I was a catcher now, he got him leaning over the plate. Just buzz him inside now, because he probably got him looking toward the outside of the plate. He just threw two curveballs out there.
Barkas in safely after a pickoff attempt from Anderson. One-two to McGrath. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3. Second punch out of the game for Henry Anderson. 1 out, 1 on for the 2-hitter, Dom Boucher.
Went to his breaking ball, his money pitch, and got him to swing at a ball. Usually the 2-strike curveball that you swing at is usually a ball, if the catcher would catch it, but that was a good one. The thing I don't like him fooling with that runner here. This is a guy you want to get the tying run. The heck with that guy over there.
Again, our strikeouts by Wintersville Trophy Shop. And as Rich said, this is the guy you want to get because he's due. He's Dom Boucher. Again, a .629 batting average coming into the game. 3 home runs this season. 2 walks and a pop-out thus far in this one. And this one gearing towards a second pop-out. Deeper into right field. Gavin Moore underneath of it. And he makes the catch. Retreating back to first goes Cole Barkas. That's out number 2.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago from my boss, Jimmy Leland, that when you get toward the end of the game, you got the good hitters up there, have all your attention towards them. Forget the runner, you can't have your attention on first and on the hitter, especially when you got like they got their 2, 3, 4 hitters. These are the best hitters they got. These are guys that can hit a home run, tie the game up, hit a double, whatever. Forget that guy at first. Get this out.
2 away. Another good breaking ball from Anderson, called a strike to Russ Dickinson. Doubled in a run score, ground out, fly out. And Rich, I lied to you last inning. We said that 5-3 ground out was the first one, not hit the first. Second, Russ Dickinson grounded out 4-3 in the third, or in the second.
Nice play.
Going 6-4 that time, and that'll end the inning. Fielder's choice retires the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning time. When we come back, it's Brooke 5, Toronto 3 on the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Lotimus. Air medical helicopters depend on Lotimus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Lotimus. We build the future. Lotimus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
Are you a veteran? Are you getting money and benefits you deserve? Jefferson County Veteran Services is here for you. Our County Veteran Service officers are highly trained professionals and veterans. They're advocates working for county veterans and families to maximize the money and medical benefits you're entitled to. They understand the challenges our veterans and their dependents face and offer their services to you free of charge. Call the Jefferson County Veteran Services today to schedule an appointment and see what you may qualify for.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services, from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region, is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
West Virginia University PRT is powered by Lotimus. Air medical helicopters depend on Lotimus to relay critical patient information to hospitals. Digital oil fields are built by Lotimus. We build the future. Lotimus, the most trusted name in communications and security.
Another tremendous view of the Red Knights baseball complex, courtesy of Sky View 9. 7th inning on tap between the Red Knights and the Bruins. The visitors 5, the home team 3. Last chance time for the Red Knights at the dish in the bottom of the 7th, Rich, but right now they have to keep runs off the board.
Yeah, they do. We thought it would come down to a game like this where it's, 1 or 2 runs, and the two great teams. A loss is not going to hurt either team. This is great competition. I would think that these two teams maybe won't face somebody this good in the playoffs in the early stages. Joe, I was giving credit to Toronto, great program, and I forgot about Brooke and my dear friend who played in the big leagues for a long time, Joe Pettini. And I want to mention him today, and what a great player he was at Brooke. And to my knowledge, he's the only one who played in the big leagues. Maybe I'm missing somebody, but I know Joe played for the Giants and coached for Tony La Russa for years. So
Pettini, 13 years with the Giants, 9 years with Tony La Russa in St. Louis. Finished up his coaching career with Houston in 2012.
And one of the best baseball men besides being one of my best friends, one of the best baseball minds I've ever run across. Of course, when you're with La Russa and Leland for a while, you get to learn a lot.
Yeah, that'll help.
In fact, I told somebody the other day, Tony hired Jim for his first job in the big leagues as a third base coach for the White Sox. And then, so he came up with Tony, and then Joe spent years with him.
Ball 4 as Gavin Moore leads off here in the 7th. And Cole Barkus issues a walk on 5 pitches.
Yeah, imperative here, you hold these guys to no runs to have a chance. You get down 2 or 3, it's awful tough.
Barkus's second or first walk of the game. And Henry Anderson at pitcher now into the ball game.
Let's see if Doug decides to bunt him.
And he does.
Good bunt. Real good bunt.
Throw on to first. Is it in time? Yes, as Anderson slid, but in time to get the out. A good throw there from Barkus, but a job done. It moves Gavin Moore into scoring position.
A lot of times on that bunt, all you have to do is get the ball down. You don't have to have it particularly go to third or first, is get the ball down, and that's what he did. And he made the pitcher come off the mound, and that'll work every time.
Yeah, Barkis started the game at short, went to second, and then now is on the mound from second base and into the ball game now to play second in place of Barkis. The DH, Chase Heckathorn, is on second base now.
Wouldn't it be fun to see this in the big leagues? Like they bring Cruz in to pitch? Or bring in Reynolds.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be
I mean, it
hilarious?
happens in blowouts.
Oh, yeah.
Pop up behind the bag again. Blake Close has been living
been
behind
active
first
over
base.
there, yeah.
Yes, he has. A couple of ground outs, a couple of pop outs in foul territory, 2 away. I always love when position players come into pitch and they just change speeds. Like you'll see a guy hum one in there at like 75, and then the next pitch they'll lob it in at like 50.
Go back to their high school days, and yeah.
So 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Gavin Moore on second base. He walked and was sent to second on a good sacrifice bunt from Henry Anderson. Hunter Mazingo just popping out behind the bag at first. And Anthony Baczynski in the top of the order up now for the Bruins.
Yeah, it's imperative that you keep this run from scoring. Like I say, once you go to 3, man, that's tough. Keep it to where you can get the time running in the on-deck circle. And the infielders here, they got to play a little deeper probably and just knock the ball down. Don't let that run score.
That hits, that will run inside and hit Baczynski. And you get to the 2-hitter now in Owen Petrella. That's the second straight time Anthony Baczynski was hit by a pitch.
I don't think it affected him at all. I think they better check the ball. It might have hurt the ball. It didn't hurt him.
Yeah, that first time he was hit by a pitch, it hit him right in the helmet. Again, that's why you wear helmets, but it was also an off-speed pitch, which is fortunate for him. Outside to Petrella, ball 1. So Baczynski now 3 free passes, a base hit and a strikeout in this one. Petrella, single, fly out, double, single. In that order, in a run scored. Single in the first, fly out in the second, double in the fourth, single in the sixth. Pick back over to second. No tag is Dom Boucher. Courtesy tag, just in case. You never know.
That's why this is so hard to maintain, like a streak. You know, that's amazing what Toronto's done, 12-1.
Yep.
Because you're pitching. If you use 3 or 4 guys in a night, then you got what's today? You got 3 or 4 more days of games this week, and you know it's not like you got a 5-man rotation.
One 0, 2-0, and when it comes to the word streak in Toronto, the most noticeable one, and we haven't talked about it, and we've talked about the program and the pedigree that Toronto baseball has had through its entire history. But 28 straight sectional championships is a very impressive feat.
Yeah.
2-0. Brian Perkins has been there for the last 20 of them as the head coach.
Perk's done great, and he, like I say, he plays the young kids, and then he gets the younger kids. I think they have a JV team. They play some games, but their little league program is good, and it seems like every year they got good players, one after another.
3-0. Ball 4, and now the bases all of a sudden are loaded for the 3-hitter and Ray DeFranco. And we'll see if Brian Perkins wants to utilize time here. Potentially, does he change arms? Another Fox 9 call to the mound. We'll see how everybody disperses. And it looks like, no, just a quick word here.
Yeah, the pitching in high school, like I say, you probably don't have 15 guys on your team, and most of your pitchers are position players. So, you don't have just pitchers, like 10, 12 pitchers like they do in the big leagues or the minor leagues. So you're going to call on your infielders, outfielders to pitch. And if you have a game where you use 3 or 4 on a Monday and you got 4 more games this week, wow.
Yeah. Fox 9 call to the mound looks to be complete. The Pirates up 1-0. Andrew McCutcheon batting leadoff today. Leads off with a home run in the bottom of the first.
Kutch. That's 301.
301.
Kutch he's the best. I had him in Pittsburgh, and then he was on our gold medal team in 19. What a great kid. I call him a kid now. He's, 35?
Yeah. 0-1 to Raymond DeFranco. Grounded out 6-4 his last time up, but singled all the way back in the first. He got the bases loaded here.
Oh, boy.
And this one's going to be trouble, but not trouble for Brooke. Coming home to score is two guys. Gavin Moore and Anthony Baczynski, and Brooke in business now with a 4-run cushion.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, tournament time, they're going to be a tough out. You look at their record, it's not, tremendous, like you say, but they're going to be a tough out for whoever they play.
It's 4 RBI in this ball game for Raymond DeFranco. 2 on a single in the first to put him up 2-0. And another 2 here with a single in the 7th to make it 7-3. This one hit into right field as well by Braylon Sperringer. And it looks like Aiden Philby thinks he made the catch, but no signal from either umpire.
I didn't see.
They haven't called out.
Must have rolled under him, yeah.
Because they haven't called out, a run scores, and now it's 8-3 in favor of the Bruins.
Yeah, it was a nice try, but I think he knew he didn't catch it either. He's not complaining, so I think it rolled under his glove.
Yep. So an RBI for Braylon Sperringer, his 7th of the season. It puts Brooke up by 5. And the hit parade continues. This time a gap shot in the left center field. DeFranco scores. Sperringer will go to third. And that's a double for Garrett Hornick. 9-3 Brooke. Three straight hits for the Bruins here in the top of the 7th inning. 3 runs, making an exclamation point here in the top of the 7th. And it looks like Brian Perkins will change arms for the 3rd time today, taking out Barkis on a Fox 9 call to the mound and coming over to pitch and back into the ball game, or into the ball game rather, for the first time is Nathan Brownfield, a senior. Brownfield will take the ball on the season, the senior for the Red Knights.
Brooks been really aggressive. Their last 3 hits have been on the first pitch. They've jumped right on him. So credit to their hitting for being aggressive, and the results 9-3.
For the Red Knights, Brownfield into the ball game. 2 innings of work thus far this season. 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. An ERA so far this season of 7 flat. And he'll come in and try and pick up the final out in this one. The Red Knights had 2 outs after the number 9 hitter, Hunter Mazingo. Anthony Baczynski was hit by a pitch. Owen Petrella walked, and then the floodgates opened as Raymond DeFranco, RBI single. Then Braylon Sperringer, another RBI single, and Garrett Hornick, an RBI double, make it 9-3.
All with 2 outs, right?
All with 2 outs.
Wow.
And that's why this game sometimes is so funny to me, because it looks like in one corner, if I'm a player on Toronto, I'm thinking we got them 2 outs, we got 1 more, and we can get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th and send this thing into extras, or maybe even mess around and win the ball game. And now all of a sudden
you're down 6.
Yep. And it all happens in the blink of an eye. And the most and the biggest blink of an eye situation, and you and I talked about this, I can't remember if it was on the air last time, was Steubenville softball's loss in the state Final Four to Canfield last year.
Yeah.
For those of you watching that aren't familiar, stellar Big Red pitcher Jules King, who's off to a fantastic start of her career at Division II Tiffin. She's got a perfect game going into the bottom of the 7th inning. They need 3 outs. Canfield laid a bunt down, got a runner on base, and then a wacky swinging bunt brought the run home. It was a matter of...
They didn't hit a ball over 50 feet.
No, it was a matter of this girl's going to throw a perfect game and Steubenville's going to play for a state championship, and then 5 minutes later their season's over.
Yeah.
It was just... You know, and I've seen losses in all sports of they were long and drawn out and just a slow death. That was snap of a finger, it's over, and you're like, what the heck just happened? 1-0 to Peyton Topher, the ninth hitter to come to the plate here in the seventh inning.
You know, it's funny, not funny, but Brooke is doing this. They have 11 hits, 9 runs without arguably one of the best hitters in the state and the valley, Carson Latimus, who's out with a hamstring.
1-1 outside. Yeah, Rich was talking earlier. He's going to play his college baseball at Malone, as is Blake Close of Toronto.
And Aiden.
And Aiden Manning of Steubenville.
Yep. It's good to see these kids move on and do well in college.
Absolutely.
And we have a few of them in the valley that they're at school now, and then a few are going next year. Braylon Bloomquist from St. C going out to Wright State.
Another great program.
Alex Taylor at Lindsley, we got him down at Ohio U. So it's great to see these kids. You see them all when they're 8, 9 years old, and then you see them when they're 15, 16, and geez, they're grown and they do well.
Another pick back over to second for Brownfield into the ball game to pitch. Nine to 3, the Bruins with a big-time lead here in the top of the seventh inning. 3-1 call to strike on the outer third and the count running full. The tentative line right now on Cole Barkus, 1 inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and he threw 21 pitches, 9 of them for strikes. This one in the air. And on the ground towards third, Nolan Dickinson up with it. Russ Dickinson, rather, an errant throw to first. It scores a run to make it 10-3. And they're able to get the ball back in play. Doug Costain's got a hold. Garrett Hornick at third. But Braylon Sperringer scores the 10th run of the game for the Bruins. And the Bruins are in business.
If you watch a replay on here, if we can show it, he glanced at the guy on second.
Here you go.
And he lost his concentration.
Yep.
And then, whoop, there goes the ball. All he had to do was just catch the ball, throw to first.
Yeah.
So it's a physical error that was caused by a mental error.
5 runs here in the seventh inning as Brooke is in business. And for the second time this half inning, Garrett Moore steps into the batter's box, scored the 6th run of the ball game after a walk to start this 7th frame. Oh, 1 in the air. And it's going to stay in the infield. And over to make the catch is Heckathorn. And the side is retired. But 5 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. Couple of walks, an error, and the bases, 2 out of 3 of them left occupied. A lot of work for Toronto when we come back for the bottom of the 7th. Down 7 on Fox 9 and on the WTOV9 digital platforms.
Hi, I'm G&L Ream Man, and for years I've kept you warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
I'm G&L Man, here to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Take that, Jack. I'm here to battle heat waves so you can feel as cool as me.
Oh, no! Ream's been producing award-winning heating and cooling solutions for more than 65 years. With G&L Heating and Ream, you're getting top-quality, innovative products with the latest technology. Welcome to the new degree of comfort. Call G&L Heating today. We appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
Severe weather hit our community hard.
This tornado warning was just issued in effect again from right now. Area of rotation of concern is in northern Tuscarawas County.
News 9 was everywhere, helping you stay alert, working together on every device to help you understand what was coming so you had time to prepare.
Into the northern central portion of Carroll County, it is time to seek shelter.
The Ohio Valley's most experienced team of meteorologists. Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere during weather's worst. WTOV9's Jack Hillgrove is jacked up about sports.
This is a brand new project that I'm really passionate about.
Jacked up about the black and gold.
Pittsburgh Steelers make a splash.
High school sports.
Our area crowned 2 girls basketball state champions.
Everything sports up and down the Ohio Valley.
It's insider knowledge on Ohio, West Virginia, and Pittsburgh sports.
Jacked Up with Jack Hillgrove, a new podcast series.
The work is cut out for those guys, the Toronto Red Knights, as you see it on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Brooke 10, Toronto 3. Half of the Brooks runs coming in the top half of the last inning. 5 runs on 3 hits for the visitors to really, Rich Donnelly, blow this thing open. Toronto's got to have a monster inning at the plate here to make something happen.
Yeah, like I said before, Brooke, they've lost Carson Latimus their last 2 games, the best hitter, one of the best hitters and RBI guys in the Valley and in the state of West Virginia. And they've put up 30 runs in the last 2 games without him. So that's why they're dangerous, boy, when they get in a tournament. If they pitch at all, they got a chance because they hit. They hit. And like anything else, that pitching, when you get to tournament time, you got to have 1 or 2, guys pitch really well for you.
20-8, a win on Saturday over Union Local, and they've got 10 runs today. Blake Close, 1-1, fouls it not out of play, but close to out of play, right side into right field. So Close today, walk, stranded on second, strikeout. That is his stat line. So he's 0 for 2 and has a 1-2 count as he faces Henry Anderson. Good work in relief, 2 2/3, only allowing 1 hit. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strikeout number 3 for Anderson.
Hey, his money pitch has been that breaking ball. Got all the big outs on it. So.
Yep. And the strikeouts again today presented by the fine folks at Wintersville Trophy Shop. 1 away for Drake Boucher. Reached on an error and stole second his last time up. Outside, ball 1. Boucher, Drake at the plate, a freshman. His brother Dom, starter on the mound today as the pitcher on his way to Central Michigan University. Originally committed to Northwestern, coaching change at that program. Decided to weigh his options, and he's headed to Central Michigan to be a Chippewa instead. 2-0, popped up. Into center field. Braylon Sparringer, up and over, makes the catch, and the Bruins are 1 out away from giving Toronto its second loss of the season and winning game number 10 with 10 runs on the board.
Hitter, Chase Heckathorn.
It's all up to Chase Heckathorn with 2 away. Started the game as the DH, came back in as the second baseman an inning ago. Flew out to center field his first time up. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Popped out in the 5th. Takes ball 1. Takes ball 2 as it rolls to the backstop. 2-0. Next game for the Red Knights, Toronto, back here at the Red Knight Complex against Monroe Central. The Bruins have a couple of days off. They head down to Marshall County on Thursday to take on Mark Caesar and the John Marshall Monarchs. 2-0. Up and away. 3 balls and no strikes. Tim Blue and the Pilots, runners-up in OVAC Class 2A last year. Their first OVAC semifinal was against the Red Knights, a 9-3 win over Toronto in the playoffs. Called strike 3-1.
Henry shaking his head like, why can't I do that all the time?
3-1. Ball 4, and it's a 2-out base runner for Aiden Philby. Did I say that River won the finals last year? I think.
I'm not sure.
I think I said they did. They fell to your alma mater in the finals, Steubenville Central. Called strike. Aiden Philby, the junior right fielder. Fine catch out in right field earlier in the ballgame. Singled and scored and walked twice since. 1-1. Philby, a fine defensive back for the Red Knights football program. A couple of big-time interceptions, one of which was a pick 6 that went 90-plus yards. It was a finalist at our awards banquet for defensive play of the year, I should say. 2-1. Anderson's 2-1 offering. Misses outside, 3-1. A lot of good nominees this fall for that player of the year. One of them was that play where Aiden Manning scrambled around like crazy and found Isaac Hill for a touchdown.
Yeah, there was a few of them.
3-1, foul back, and the count runs full. Toronto down to its last strike. The winner of play of the year was Caldwell's walk-off touchdown to send him to the state Final Four. Catch in the back of the end zone.
That's good. We're not holding him on the first. 3-2, good. I'm glad we saw that. Yeah, no use to hold him on. You're not stealing.
Last chance for the Red Knights. Philby fouls it back, stays alive. Crazier things have happened in this sport.
No time clock. No clock.
No.
I've been on both ends. And when it starts, it's like an avalanche. You just can't stop it.
3-2, ball 4, and back-to-back free passes.
Hard to get that last out sometimes. One of my friends from home, great Jabbo Callis, told me that story one time. He said, there's no clock. No clock in baseball. You got to get that last out.
That's one of the reasons why a lot of broadcasters will say it's the toughest sport to call, because there's no true pace to the game.
No.
Called a strike after back-to-back walks. Anderson finds the zone. Anderson 3 1/3, 4 walks, 3 Ks, only 1 hit and 3 1/3 thus far. Peyton Topher relieving him. Back-to-back strikes, and Nolan Dickinson takes 2 right down the heart of the plate. He doubled and scored his first time up. Ground out, fly out since that point. Can Anderson and Brooke win it here? The 0-2.
Ooh.
I think the fans thought they were going to.
Up a little bit.
1-2.
Had his favorite pitch, the break a ball.
Yep.
Break a ball to a lefty. A lot of time the lefty will give up on it. He'll catch that outside corner. Let's see if he does it again. All right, went back to the heater.
Yep.
Yeah, as a manager like Doug Castaigne's over there going, please throw the ball over the plate. We'll see what happens, but just throw it over.
Heckathorn on second. Philby on first after 2 quick strikes. Anderson throws 3 balls and the count running full to the second straight hitter here in the 7th inning.
Jim would be lighting up his second pack of Marlboros about now.
Oh, man. Payoff. Foul back.
I wish everybody would have the just beat to be with him all those years. Everybody thinks he's a real serious guy, real funny. During the game, he's serious. He don't want to win.
Oh, of course.
But he's so funny. He's so funny. Yeah, sometimes he had two of them Marlboros going at once.
What a guy. 3-2.
Oh.
And the bases are loaded. 3 straight walks. And Doug Costain has not emerged from the Brooke dugout. He's going to give Anderson the opportunity here, still up by 7 with 2 outs.
Well, Jim's a clown when they're waiting for the call for the Hall of Fame. And the wife was there, and the phone rang, and she said, "Is that it?" He goes, "No, it's Jake from State Farm."
He answered the phone.
Yeah. I told her it was Jake from State Farm.
Oh, man.
That's him. That's him to the T. Yeah.
0-1, low, ball 1. Blake Close led off, struck out. Drake Boucher flew out to center. Since then, Chase Heckathorn walk, he's on third. Aiden Philby walk, he's on second. Nolan Dickinson walk, he stands on first. The bases are loaded for the Red Knights. Down by 7, this could do it. Over to third, and stepping on the bag is Gavin Moore, and the game is over. Brooke wins game number 10 by scoring 10 runs. Your final, the Bruins 10, the Red Knights 3. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we will put a bow on it and say goodbye. This has been the WVU Medicine High School Grand Slam baseball broadcast live on Fox 9 and all the WTOV9 digital platforms. Toronto falls to 12-2. Brooke goes to 10-8. Again, we'll wrap it up when we come back.
What could you do with some extra cash in your pocket? Let First Choice America help you to lower your monthly expenses by refinancing your auto loan. Switch and save today. It's easy. Plus, you'll get $250 cash in your pocket to use however you like. It's a great opportunity to tune up your finances. Enjoy low great rates, flexible terms, and no application fees. First Choice America, your first choice for refinancing.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
The final score in this one from the Red Knights baseball complex, Brooke 10, Toronto 3. This one was tied at 3 after 2. Brooke took a 4-3 lead in the 4th and a 5-3 lead in the 6th. Rich Donnelly, this one in reach with the Red Knights until a 5-run top in the 7th for Brooke to just blow it wide open.
Yeah, Brooke got some hitters, man. And like I say, without their best hitter, Carson Ladibus, they still put 10 runs on the board. Yep. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the tournament.
Brooke, 10 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors, 12 left on base. Toronto, 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 11 left on the base paths. The winning pitcher, Henry Anderson of the Bruins. The loss charged to Chase Darrington. The time of the game, 2 hours and 31 minutes. Brooke goes to 10-8. Toronto falls to 12-2. For my broadcast partner, Rich Donnelly, our producer, Zach Medovic, our director, Jason Bookert, and the rest of our hardworking WTOV9 production crew, I'm Jack Hillgrove saying good night and so long from the Gem City. News 9 at 10 on Fox 9 begins at 10 p.m. tonight. News 9 tonight at 11 o'clock on WTOV9. We'll talk to you then. Until then, have a safe night.
WTOV and Sinclair Broadcast Group want to help the next generation of storytellers. If you're pursuing a career in journalism or marketing, scan the QR code on your screen to apply for the Sinclair Broadcast Group Diversity Scholarship. To qualify, students must be a sophomore or junior in college and satisfy the full list of qualifications located at sbgi.net/scholarship. The deadline